Tony Tone TV. Tate Brown, peace and blessings, Queen. What's blazing in sports? What's good? Salute. Brothers UK, Black Alpha, Ghetto Love, Big Homie Coop, Kareem Ebanks, salute. St. Pedro Bay, Chris Jett. St. Pedro Bay absolutely ducked AJ. Oh boy. You stick around. Chris Jett, Focus Ball, David Scott III, Big Homie Coop, OG Sean the Dom, Bentley Odina, BG, Train Deuce, Jose Diaz, DJs, Sports Nation, Clarence McLean, Focus Ball, The Dazzling Urbanite, Justin Hawkins, D-Man Jr., Jay Giles, DJ Hands On, Jafari Caesar, Fly High 89, Brian Powell, Johnson Boys Entertainment, my brother, I Am L. Will. Go subscribe to my brother, I Am L. Will. Stephen Lamontes Hawkins, Mark Wunderlich, Yashua Yashu 84, Akondo Sammy Hassan, 10-8 round, Boxing Dad, Stephen Lamontes Hawkins, Brian Powell. Salute to my peopleizations. Oh, we're going to get into this. G.L. James, Khalil 98, Danny Z, Bottom of Cali, Marcus Bryant, Deshaun Duckworth, Danny Z, salute. Chopper Mafia, Steve Alexander, salute. My brother, Taquan Savage, in the building, in the super chat. Drop that $500 on your boy Blue. Salute to my brother, Taquan Savage. Taquan, you going to get on today, man? You going to get on today, or you going to get on today? Salute to my brother, Taquan Savage, man. Always showing your boy Blue love, man. Come through, holding me down. Appreciate you 1,000%. Salute to you. Vinny Vincent, Crack World, Kendrick Booker, salute. Daryl Calendret, salute. I hope I say your name right. Bumpy Thompson, my brother, salute. Chef Quavo, salute. Adrian Cole, Tariq Reed, Emmanuel Momo, Jordan Maverick, Los Angeles Lakers, Mass Arms, Will Smith, Jose Diaz, Mansa, Aaron Parker, DeAndre Carey, salute. Underground Asylum, my brother, salute. OLC TV, salute. Crack World, salute. What's good with you, man? Salute my peopleizations. Oh, we're going to get into this today. Hey, they ain't going to like this show today. Salute to my brother Taquan Savage in the super chat once again. He said, yes, sir. Okay, cool, King. Adrian Calhoun, Corey McGowan, my brother Bish, B Megastar, Box fans, salute. See, I got a lot of Xavier Moses, salute. Your Royal Highness, salute. So, see, I got a lot of people. Soon as Deontay, now they missed, now it's funny, right? Deontay Wilder was talking about what took place with him and Tyson Fury, and what they pulled from that was Deontay Wilder said, he turned down millions and millions of dollars that was offered to him from Anthony Joshua. That proves that he ducked Anthony Joshua. I want them to come on in. And please, my people, do me a favor today. Don't block anybody, because they're going to be there for blocking, but don't block anybody. Chopper Mafia, my brother in super chat. Salute. I appreciate you. My brother, Junior the Truth, in the building. Junior, I'll be seeing you in about a good 2.5 hours. 4 hour. Casual Bass guys, salute. Drink more water, salute. Jerry Alexander, salute. So, see, Demon Doe, salute. Dejone Anderson, salute. See, they put the microphone in Anthony Joshua's face, right? And they say, Anthony Joshua, did you see the clip? And he says, yeah, Eddie Hearn sent me the clip of Deontay Wilder saying and admitting that We offered him a massive lucrative deal and he turned it down. And everything done in the dark comes to the light. This is what he said. KF Harris, salute. This is what he said. See, when you have blue, that's the problem. Akeem the Great, Gene Pompey, salute. See, when you have blue, right? You see. See, I could navigate through all of that. Laura Lawrence, UK, my brother. Super Mac time. A Wavy 09, salute. Jalen Thompson, salute. My brother Taquan Savage in that super chat once again. He said, AJ Duck Wilder. Oh, yeah, we know this. David the Real Thomas, salute. No, sir, Jr., 1 hour. Dashiki Jones, salute. Goldie Boydley, salute. Marcus Priest, King Corleone, Adrian Pittman, Darius Ewan, Casual Bass Guy, salute. Christopher Simmons, Big Red, NC. James Dunnigan, salute. Sana Ben Sinner, salute. Almighty Law in the building, salute. Around the world, salute. So see, that sounded good, didn't it? Didn't it come off? Yeah. See, and I seen people make immediate videos. Born Knowledge, salute. I seen people make immediate videos as soon as he said it. And they said, see? And then I got people on every single picture I have on Instagram. Why didn't you make a video saying Deontay Wilder ducked Anthony Joshua? He admitted it. No, he did not. And see, so here's where the people get it twisted. And guess what? Let me ask you this question. Eddie Hearn being Anthony Joshua's promoter, why would Eddie Hearn send a clip to Anthony Joshua, for one, and say, hey, look at this? Kashif Dixon, Jay Murdo, salute. Anthony Bolin, salute. Why would he have to send him the picture? Why would he have to send him the clip? Kenlon Jones, salute. You know why? Shouldn't Anthony Joshua say, well, this is something I already knew, right? Did he say that? Mike Dove Stacy, salute. Fat Wallace, salute. Did he say that? No, he did not. Ah, man. Nice try, people. But see, so what happened here is, so see, they want to start from after Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury the first time, and they fought to a draw, and that's where they're acting like this is where the negotiations started. Contrary to popular belief, this is why you have your boy Blue. See? This is why you have your boy Blue. Gilbert Rodriguez Jr., salute to you, young king. Marcus Priest, my brother in the super chat, said, Blue Blood, my brother always keep it real. No doubt. 1,000%. I can only keep it one way, the way I know how. And just so happens that this is just how I'm built. So see, now you have your boy Blue. So see, that sounded good, right? But guess what? The negotiations did not start after the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury first fight. You see, the negotiations started prior to that, and they were not interested in making that fight happen. Harvey Hot Dog, salute. So see, that's where they try to get you. See how they try to get you? Oh, you see, he took the second fight with Tyson Fury, and we offered him a huge lucrative deal, and he turned it down. James, salute. So now let's get into that. Taquan Savage, my brother in the super chat once again. He said they clout chasing, Blue. Oh, yes, sir. No. See, they took his words, and they knew that the mass majority of the people are going to be paying attention to what's going on with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, so they could try to slip this one on in and get it past the people and think that the people not paying attention to what's going on. So see, the problem that they have is that you continue to get these fans that continue to bombard your boy Blue in my Instagram, on my Instagram, in my DMs, on every single picture, asking me about this. So see, they should have left well enough alone, and this would have went past me. Rampage Jackson, Mario Forster, salute. You see, A Weezy Bang, salute. Mr. Mechanical, salute. John Baggy, salute. Lowland Prophet, Chef Curry, salute. Muhammad Arif, salute. Kane D, the bad guy, salute. What's good with you? Elmer Mendoza, salute. So see, Dapper Douglas, salute. Ahmad is Ahmad, my brother. Salute. Joe Davies 2310. Salute. So see, what happened is they should have just left well enough alone, and your boy Blue would have let this one go. Hustle Slim, King Vonnie 86. Salute TR. Salute 12 Bravo. Salute. But see, they didn't. Blue was what you call it? Hibernating on this topic. Bojack 654. Salute. Adrian Cole. Salute. Yes, get the likes up. We got 300 people here. We should have 300 likes. PLG Ski. Salute. Because I don't want to continue to go revisit the like. Let's get the likes up. We got 300 people here listening. Montre, salute. Let's get the likes up to 300. NBA D Nice, my brother, salute. Jay West, salute. JH, salute. See, so I don't understand why they brought me back to this. Lavar D Mouse, salute. You understand? They should have just left well enough alone. I would not have revisited this. But since they wanted me to revisit this, I'm going to revisit this. And I hope everybody that was on my Instagram and bombarded all my pictures and saying, hey, Blue, why didn't you mention this? Why didn't you mention that? I hope that they're here. Because they made it abundantly clear that they listen to me on a daily basis, right? A-Rod 83 Rod, salute. Right? They made it abundantly clear that they listen to me on a daily basis. So I hope that they're listening now. This one for you, Jump. Salute. You understand? MG42 Pillbox. Salute. Joshua Sawyer. Salute. John Baggies. Danny Z. Salute. Yasharala Ben Israel. My brother. Salute. What's good with y'all? So see, let me tell y'all something. Ah, boy. Breezy Cool. Salute. Jamil Allen. Salute. So see, now we're going to get into this. Tex Rock. Salute. So see, where they trying to start off this thing here, get my body moving. So where they try to start this off is why they're trying to say is, see, he took the rematch with Tyson Fury and he ignored the massive payday that was coming from Anthony Joshua that was offered to him. But well, guess what, my peoples? Let's just start off here. We all knew that they made an offer to Deontay Wilder before he even fought Tyson Fury the first time. It wasn't a big lucrative deal. It was a big lucrative deal to them. You see, to them, it was a big lucrative deal. We're not going to forget that they offered Deontay Wilder somewhere about $10 million and $12 million guaranteed with nothing, a flat fee of $12 million. He don't get no pay-per-views. He don't get no revenue shares. He don't get nothing. He don't get no gates. He don't get nothing. And he agreed to that, my peopleization. So we already know they made him an offer. Did anybody ever say that they didn't make him an offer? No, we said, did they make him an offer that he couldn't refuse? That's the difference. When Deontay Wilder made an offer to Anthony Joshua that he could not refuse, that he asked for, Anthony Joshua turned it down. Did he not, my peoples? Bama Boy 256 Roll Tide, salute. Yes or no? King Corleone, salute. So we never said that they did not make him an offer. So for all the people that come out talking about, oh, he made him an offer and Deontay Wilder turned it down, we knew he made him multiple offers before the Tyson Fury first fight, but it wasn't lucrative. It was only lucrative on their part. $12 million flat fee. You don't get nothing else. No pay-per-view, nothing. You think we forgot about the negotiations that was taking place prior to him resurrecting Tyson Fury? Did y'all think we forgot? Craig J, salute. Did you think I forgot? And I ain't got no notes. I don't even need notes. Taquan Savage, my brother, salute in the super chat once again. AJ got knocked out by Ruiz. He a clown. Yeah. Gay Feisler, salute. So let me just refresh y'all memory. Okay? Shaq Bellhorse, salute. So what they're trying to imply is that after the draw with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder first fight, that they made him a huge lucrative offer and Deontay Wilder turned it down. Now let's just say that is the case. General Squall, salute. Let's just say that is the case, okay? Well, guess what? After Anthony Joshua was dropped 4 times and stopped by Andy Ruiz Jr. in the first fight, would it have been lucrative for Deontay Wilder to fight Anthony Joshua at that point in time, my peoples? No, it would not have been. And would Anthony Joshua accepted to fight Deontay Wilder at that point in time? No, it would not have been, people. You know why? Because he wanted to rectify the loss that he had. So, my people, let me just tell you, I'm here to say, as a competitor, As a professional athlete, Deontay Wilder was not satisfied with the draw he had versus Tyson Fury. That's why he was trying to go into an immediate rematch with Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury was the one that did it in a bow face. He had unfinished business with Tyson Fury after the first fight. So that's why he wanted an immediate rematch with Tyson Fury, just like Anthony Joshua wanted an immediate rematch with Andy Ruiz Jr. when he came up short in the first fight. So why, oh, why would Deontay Wilder go and negotiate after the draw with Tyson Fury, go and negotiate with Anthony Joshua? And guess what, my peopleizations? After Tyson Fury pushed away from the negotiation table, Deontay Wilder said, okay, well, if you're not available after Dominic Brazil was my mandatory, he had to fight Dominic Brazil at that point in time because that was his mandatory. So he said, okay, after Anthony Joshua gets past Andy Ruiz June 1st, and I get past Dominic Brazil May 18th, then let's make it happen, Joshua. And guess what? No, we don't forget that Eddie Hearn stated that it wasn't fair to Andy Ruiz. It wasn't fair to Anthony Joshua to just start negotiating with Deontay Wilder for a fight, and Anthony Joshua has to focus on Andy Ruiz Jr. This was after Tyson Fury did a bow face from the immediate rematch. So yes, my peopleizations, let's say they did make him a lucrative offer after the draw. Well, Deontay Wilder as a competitor, unlike Anthony Joshua, as a competitor, Deontay Wilder said, guess what? I need that fight. I need to rectify the situation. Everybody said that I lost that first fight. Everybody saying that Tyson Fury was robbed in the first fight. Everybody said that Tyson Fury outboxed me and outclassed me in the first fight. So as a competitor, I need to run it back immediately. Why, oh, why would he go and visit Anthony Joshua fight? And let's not forget, Deontay Wilder said, I no longer want to negotiate and play any more games with Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn because that's what they're doing. I'm not interested. I'm interested in fighting Tyson Fury in a rematch because everybody said that this is a mountain that I can't climb. Everybody said that I lost this fight. So Deontay Wilder said, my competitive nature said, give me Tyson Fury in an immediate rematch. So let me just talk. Can I talk to y'all today? Can I talk to y'all today? Anwar Willis, my brother, salute. Can I talk to y'all today? Hitman X, salute. So share this to everybody that's running around talking about Anthony Joshua said that Deontay Wilder ducked him, or everybody out there talking about Deontay Wilder admitted to ducking him. Share this video. Invite them to this channel right now. So let me ask y'all a simple question. A simple question. I'm going to ask y'all another simple question. Didn't they say that Deontay Wilder, he ducked Anthony Joshua? He ducked Anthony Joshua, right? Ain't that what they told you? Keon folks, salute. Well, guess what? Who was considered the best heavyweight in the world after they defeated and dethroned Vladimir Klitschko? Somebody tell me what that man's name was. Somebody tell me that. Donald Favors, my brother, salute. Steve Truitt, Adrian Pittman, American Patriot 1776. What's good with y'all? Somebody please tell me. KP, salute. Somebody please tell me. Teddy Romolas, salute. Stormy B-Man, my brother, salute. Somebody please tell me. After Tyson Fury dethroned Vladimir Klitschko in Germany, who was considered the best heavyweight in the world? Was that Anthony Joshua, people? Let me ask you another question. Would Anthony Joshua even be a champion if Tyson Fury didn't decide to go on a 2-year hiatus and vacate his titles? Because guess what? He would not have been a belt holder. He would have had to go through Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury to be a belt holder because Tyson Fury held all the belts and Deontay Wilder held the WBC belt. So guess what? Why they telling you that Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder ducked him? Well, guess what? Anthony Joshua wouldn't even been a champion if Tyson Fury didn't decide to go on a hiatus, put his hands behind his head, relax, and say, here, take my belts. So who was considered the best heavyweight in the world when they dethroned Vladimir Klitschko? When Vladimir Klitschko was on a 10-year reign, was considered the lineal champion in the heavyweight division. When Anthony Joshua was still a pup. Okay? Listen, Scott Birmingham, salute. When Anthony Joshua was still a pup, Tyson Fury was considered the best heavyweight in the world. And the last time I checked, Tyson Fury has no blemishes in that loss column. So guess what? So how could Deontay Wilder possibly duck Anthony Joshua to face the best heavyweight in the world? Does that even make sense, my peopleization? Does it make sense? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Anthony Jenneret, salute. So how could he possibly duck Anthony Joshua to face the best heavyweight in the world? Now let's talk about before Tyson Fury was even resurrected. Was Deontay Wilder available for Anthony Joshua? Was Anthony Joshua willing to send him a big, massive, lucrative offer, a deal? No, he wasn't. When Eddie Hearn said, hey, fight Dillian White, and Deontay Wilder said, I'll fight Dillian White tomorrow if you put Anthony Joshua, if you guarantee Anthony Joshua on the back end of that contract. And what did Eddie Hearn say? Stephen Young, salute. God's greatest, salute. Nathan Woodall, salute. D. Calico, salute. Mr. Finesse, salute. What did he say? What did he say? He said it's not fair to put Anthony Joshua, to guarantee Anthony Joshua in the contract with Deontay Wilder and Dillian White. That's not fair to Anthony Joshua. Did he not say that, people? J Money, salute. Jason Mezza, salute. Did he not ask for $50 million and Deontay Wilder said, here go the $50 million that you asked for? And Anthony Joshua said, no, sir. Like Cardi B said, forever. Gary Childress, salute. Shank Valentine, salute. Forever. Didn't he say that? Did he not say that? What did he say? So invite them here. Gary Childress, salute. Introducing 513, salute. Somebody tell me why they want to wake me up to this conversation once again. Why? I've left this alone for a while. LeVar Cooper, salute. Huh? I left this conversation alone a long time ago. D. Calico, my brother, salute. Did I not? Who That Nation, salute. Oliver Sampson, salute. He says, Wilder ducked him. He was getting offered more money than Fury fight. Wilder ducked him. He wanted none of it. AJ was never ranked below Wilder. And you're chatting BS. Oliver Sampson. Let me ask you a simple question, Oliver Sampson. Now make sense of this, Oliver Sampson. Tell us, was Tyson Fury the best heavyweight in the world? Or was Anthony Joshua the best heavyweight in the world? Was Anthony Joshua ever ranked higher than Tyson Fury? Now tell us that, Oliver Sampson. Please, Nitty G, my brother, salute. So, Oliver Sampson, please, don't leave. Clapper, salute. Don't leave. Now tell us, was he ever considered better than Tyson Fury at any point in time in his career? Now, please let us know that. Drink more water, my brother, salute. Come on, tell us. Narafida, salute. And do me a favor, my peopleization, while we at it. We got 450 people here. Can we get 450 likes? That would be awesome. Chantel Hill, salute. Sharon Skinner, salute. They offered him more money to fight. Now listen to this. They offered him more money to fight Deontay Wilder after the Tyson Fury fight. Well, as a competitor, he said, let's say that was the case. Deontay Wilder said, well, guess what now? I got some unfinished business over here first because I was just in a fight with the best heavyweight in the world and it ended in a draw. So I got to rectify it. I got to clear up this situation before I come to you. I already offered you this. I already offered you this. Trevin Smith, salute. Cledis Smith, salute. I already offered you this. DJ Zion Love, salute. And you didn't want it. E-Dub 40, salute. Darius Kelso, salute. I already offered you this. And so guess what? You said no. So now I fought the best heavyweight in the world and we fought to a draw. So I got to rectify that situation. So guess what? He had both heavyweights essentially avoiding him, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Because remember, he was set to go to an immediate rematch with Tyson Fury. And he said, after this immediate rematch with Tyson Fury, then Anthony Joshua, we could very well do business. So why, oh, why are people trying to act like, well, he offered him more money to fight Anthony Joshua, right? To fight Anthony Joshua, then fight Tyson Fury. Well, why, oh, why did he all of a sudden have a epiphany? Why did he all of a sudden have a change of heart and say, well, guess what? Now I'll fight Deontay Wilder. After he fought Tyson Fury. So Deontay Wilder, now they're saying, well, we offered him. So ask them this. How much was the offer? How much? Because do you know how much money Deontay Wilder made in the rematch with, well, I'm going to say the reported amount of money he made in the rematch with Tyson Fury? Do you know, guys know? So if they wasn't offering him more than this amount, then why would it make sense? So listen. So Deontay Wilder, in when he came out, he stated that he said, Tyson Fury, just being a man of my word, being a man of my word. I told you I was going to give you an immediate rematch after our first fight, and I was being a man of my word, and I stuck to it. And I could have been offered a lot of money to fight Anthony Joshua at that point in time. But I wanted to be a man of my word and fight what was considered the best heavyweight in the world. And not to mention my competitive nature said, let me go ahead and fight the best and rectify this situation before I go and revisit the Anthony Joshua fight. I'm sure Anthony Joshua could have made a lot more money fighting Deontay Wilder than fighting Andy Ruiz Jr. in the rematch. Now, could he have not? Somebody answer that question for me. Somebody talk to me. Could Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua have earned more money than Anthony Joshua rematching Andy Ruiz Jr.? Renee Bashion, my brother, salute. Go subscribe to my brother, Renee Bashion. Go subscribe to my brother, Stormy B, man. Tosan Tosi, salute. Are you a journalist or why the manager? I'm ashamed of you, bro. See, first off, if you're going to have a conversation with me, you should clarify what you're even saying. That's number one. I don't understand how you could say, are you a journalist? Or why the manager, I'm ashamed of you, bro. That's not even a complete sentence. So before you're going to come here and tell me that you're ashamed of me, complete your sentence first. How about that? Can we do that first? So I can even gauge and get an understanding of what you're even talking about? Because I have no clue what you're even talking about. So how about that? How about finishing your statement? See, you're so eager and your adrenaline is so high just to say something. Oh man, look at Blue, look at Blue. You can't even focus the type of sentence correctly. You can't even focus the type of sentence correctly. Focus. How you said it on Baby Boy? That's the problem. You need to sit down somewhere and focus. Dapper Douglas, salute. Derek Williams, salute. So do me a favor. Retype what you was just saying. Shifting gears, salute. Retype what you were saying and focus. And so let's have a conversation. Mr. Tally 140, OG Eric in St. Louis, salute. Come on. My brother Corey Yellowman Jackson, salute. Alexander James, salute. Elbow, salute. See, they so eager to try to prove me wrong, they can't even focus. The MD 2020 Bandit, salute. He need a set of focus balls. Yeah. Go click on my brother Focus Ball and get yourself a pair of them nice focus balls, man. They help you. So come on, my good brother. I'm waiting for you. Cletus Smith, salute. Dr. Leedy, salute. Come on. Tampa Bay in the building. Salute to Tampa. Come on, my good brother. Black man determined. Salute. James Goldbreath. Salute. Stop timing people out, my peoples. Don't time them out. Don't block them. Don't do nothing. I don't want to time out not one person. Garnell Mitchell, Decal 103, salute. I don't want to, don't time out nobody. Don't block nobody, not one person. Let them all go. Let them in. Let them in here. Let them in. Listen, I'm good for it today. Travis Touchdown, salute. Let them on in, please. Big Wale, salute. Super Mac Time, Hakeem Page, salute. Hey, listen, let them in. Please, don't block nobody. Don't time out nobody. Don't do nothing. Nothing. Nobody. Not one person. Let them in. Let them all in, please. Please do. Let them all in. Junteo the Great. Come on, my good brother. Main event Mark, my brother, salute. Listen, if you could comment, then you're not blocked, right? This is something I don't understand. Why do people do this? If you could comment in the comment section, why is your first comment back in the comment section? Why'd you block me? It doesn't matter. If you could comment, don't worry about it. Address me. Talk to me. Focus. I didn't block you. That was my brothers, my peopleization. So I didn't block you, and I'm talking to you directly. So focus. Focus on me. Focus. Don't ask the rest of the chat why they time you out. Talk to me. Come on. Talk to me. And now you're not blocked. You're not timed out. You got free. You're available. So talk to me. Now, complete your sentence as you were saying, so that way I could understand where you was getting at. Come on, let's talk. Talk to me. Come on. Smash the like button. Let's get them likes up to 450. Jason Helton, salute. My brother Jay Giles in the building. Come on, my good brother. Come on. Come on with it. Come on with it. Ryan Ford, salute. Come on. Come on. Come on with it. Come on, man. Come on. Xavier, the boxing nerd, salute. Ice Wallow, come, salute. I actually like your content, but when you choose not to address the people who are critical of the things you're saying, it shows you're disingenuous in what you're saying. I don't understand what you're talking about because I'm talking to you right now, Ice Wallow. So who am I not addressing? Ice Wallow said, I actually like your content, but when you choose not to address the people who are critical of the things you say in your shows, you're disingenuous. Who am I not addressing? Ice Wallow. And don't time out Ice Wallow. Hitman Stick, salute. Ice Wallow, who didn't I address? Talk to me. Now I'm talking to you. So you talking about everybody else I ain't addressed. Now I'm talking to you. I'm addressing you now. Raphael Cross, salute. So now I'm disingenuous. Anybody here, I've never come across anybody in my lifetime that said I was disingenuous. Never. You're the first. So and then you said I'm not addressing you. So now I'm addressing you. Right? So you said I'm not addressing the people. So what people? What people? Who would you like me to address that I didn't address? See Prosperity Network, salute. Who? Ron Boy Fresh, my brother, salute. Come on, my brother. See, this is what I don't understand. Is it the internet that makes it so slow for you to respond? What is it? What is it? What is it? I've never came across one person in my entire life that said I was disingenuous. Oh, man. Again, why is this the first comment? Please do me a favor. I'm capital AK, salute. Please do me a favor. If you was timed out and you came back, don't tell the world that you was timed out. We already understand that. So Oliver Sampson, you're saying since I have been unblocked, we are okay. You clarified that the first time. AJ was number one from 2017 to 2019, which means he was the best when Fury fought Wilder for the first time. And don't block me again. They try to call me out like Dillian White. He was not the best heavyweight in the world from 2017 to 2019. Sorry. That would be one Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. And that's subject to your opinion. But it was widely considered that Tyson Fury, after the throne of Vladimir Klitschko, was the best heavyweight in the world. So when Tyson Fury came back and stepped foot back in the boxing ring, which Tyson Fury hiatus only allowed. Let me ask you a question, good brother. See, this is why I don't understand why they do this with your boy Blue. JT Dream, salute, because I got time. I got time today. So Oliver Sampson, let me ask you a question. Would Anthony Joshua have even been a champion if it wasn't for Tyson Fury deciding to step away from the sport? Yes or no? Go. Don't give me a long, drawn-out story. Just answer the question, yes or no. Dahlia Antoinette, peace and blessings, Queen. Where you been at? Oh, I already know where you've been at. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. Adrian Johnson, salute. So now don't give me a drawn-out story. Just answer the question, yes or no. Would Anthony Joshua have been a champion? How could he be the best in the world if he wouldn't even been a champion if Tyson Fury just didn't decide to step away from the sport for a while? Now, go. Answer the question. Phone always ringing every time I start my show. I don't know why. I don't get it. King Beef 79, salute. One honor, salute. Jose Diaz, salute. Answer the question, my good brother. Yes or no? Anthony LeGrande Jr., what's good? Taylor for Wealth, salute. Pull Counter Boxing, what's good, my good brother? Where you been at? Come on, man. Answer the question, yes or no? Ricky Sammy, what's good, my brother? Waiting for you, my good brother. Waiting for you to respond. Jonas Khalid, what's good with you, bro? Where you been at? Oh, man. Well, Tyson Fury would have honored the mandatory challenge for the IBF if he didn't make any plans. He already foresaw himself stepping away from the sport. That's why he didn't mind being stripped of the IBF title. So if he was not planning on going on that hiatus, if he didn't have other things going on behind the scenes, he would not have allowed the IBF to take the title away. He would have honored the mandatory challenge. So once again, we got to try again. So was Tyson Fury, if he didn't step away from the sport, would Anthony Joshua be a champion? Jay Wells. 2K. The Mr. 300 ZX. Man, what? Man, I don't understand. Did I miss him comment? Did I miss him respond? Did I miss him? Anthony Kyle, salute. Huh? Am I missing something? Let me go back and Skinny Hardaway, salute. Go back into the. Let me go back up. Brutal, salute. Am I missing something? It's taking an awful long time to respond to this. Excuse me. Real boxing, 101, 201. I can't give wrenches out on this. I got to be on my phone to give out wrenches. I can't give out wrenches on this format. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 500. Man, what happened? See, this is what I'm talking about. I hope nobody timed him out. Nobody timed him out, right? That's not the issue, right? He's not timed out, right? Let's get the likes to 500. He's not timed out, right? Introducing 513. Salute. He's not timed out, right? Oh, man. Oh, good brother. Xavier. He said, you said in a video that the winner of Lopez versus Haney would be the first undisputed 135-pound ever. I hope you meant the first 4-belt champ because Duran Whitaker and many others are undisputed. Okay. Obviously, I'm talking about the first time that all four major sanction bodies, obviously. I mean, listen, a casual fan noticed what they accomplished at the lightweight division. So you understand exactly what I meant. I don't understand. Okay, let me ask you a question. Has there ever been an undisputed champ at lightweight that held all 4 belts? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Raha Wa Kokomo. Salute. Oliver Sampson. Stop blocking me. Oh, man. Here we go again. First comments is always about being blocked, being timed out. Just get into the conversation, shall we? And yes, AJ would be IBF. IBF has Fury relinquished the belt. Again, I already explained that. So try again. Try again. Also, Wilder wouldn't have had a belt. Vitali didn't retire. So if I don't respond, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So answer this question. Again, I already stated this. If Tyson Fury only let the IBF belt go by the wayside and didn't honor the immediate mandatory because he knew he was going on hiatus because he had other things going on behind the scenes. So nice try again. I'm going to ask you once again, if Tyson Fury didn't decide to go on a hiatus, would Anthony Joshua have been a champion? Yes or no? Be direct. Don't hypothetically speak. Yes or no? Benjamin Harrington, D Soul 2009. Salute. What's good with you, good brother? So Xavier, I asked you, did my brother Xavier respond? Xavier, my brother David Bohannon, salute. He said 377. That don't cut it. Let's get the likes to 500. Chuck Field, salute. I got free time today, so I don't mind doing this. You guys caught me on a good day. Scott Lawton, salute. Oh, and he said Vladimir Klitschko, Vitali Klitschko, Deontay Wilder wouldn't have been a champion if Vitali Klitschko didn't do what? Didn't do what? If he didn't do what? Back in 2013? Listen, in 2013, he listen, let me tell y'all something. Vitali Klitschko held the WBC title, right? He held the WBC title till 2013, right? And then he held the second longest reign as the heavyweight WBC champion all time. 5th longest combined world championship reign history. He held the WBO title from 99 to 2000, the Ring magazine from 2004, and the WBC title twice between 2008 and 2013. Okay, Deontay Wilder became the WBC heavyweight world champion in 2015. So that means that it was 2 years after Vitali Klitschko. It's when Deontay Wilder got the belt. Anthony Joshua immediately started fighting for Tyson Fury's belt. As soon as he started vacating them, as everybody else was. So where's my good brothers at? Smash the like button. Real Boxing 101 201. He said, "Do I agree with that, Blue?" I don't even know what you said. Blue Belt, there hasn't been a 4-belt undisputed champ at 135. I only brought it up because the clarification of the number of belts is important, in my opinion, because the casuals that may be watching. I understand what you're getting at. And I guess from now on, I'll clarify that. That makes sense. Xavier, that makes sense. Xavier, the boxing nerd, that makes sense. Like you said, there's people that if I say the first undisputed, yep, you're right. You're right, Xavier. You're right. You are right. Vitali relinquishes claim to WBC. Old man Stavern is incredible as Martin. No, Stavern is far better than Charles Martin. No disrespect to Charles Martin. I like Charles Martin. Nice try. Try again. Charles Martin didn't even officially win the vacant belt when he won the IBF belt. He won it due to a technicality. His opponent got injured in a fight. Try again. Nice try. Try again. Who has Deontay Wilder beaten? He beaten the boogeyman division that Anthony Joshua did not want to fight, that being Luis King Kong Ortiz. They even signed Luis Ortiz to have a showdown with him. And then they realized that he's a bad matchup for Anthony Joshua, and then they decided to go in a different direction. Go do your homework. So on Anthony Joshua's resume, who is better than Luis Ortiz? I know you're going to say Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko. Well, guess what? Let's look at this. Deontay Wilder has 1 loss on his resume. Anthony Joshua has 1 loss on his resume, right? Okay. Who's the better fighter, Tyson Fury or Andy Ruiz? Who has the worst loss, Tyson Fury or Andy Ruiz? I'll wait. Darren Jennings, salute. Tyson Fury, Andy Ruiz. Let's weigh that out. Let's talk about that. They both have 1 loss on their resume. Deontay Wilder's at the hand of Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua's at the hand of a guy that wasn't even in the top 7 rankings, top 10 rankings at the time. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And I think that, for sure. I just don't think that Luis Ortiz overall is better than Vladimir Klitschko. But if that version of Vladimir Klitschko fought Luis Ortiz, I think Luis Ortiz beats that version of Vladimir Klitschko as well. Yeah, and Vlad was knocked out before Ortiz was undefeated. I could do this all day. And yeah, people could argue that Deontay Wilder won the first fight against Tyson Fury. Even a referee, Jack Reese, believes that Deontay Wilder should have been awarded the winner. He's the 3rd man in the ring and has no dog in the race. He gave Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt, actually. After Tyson Fury was seemingly knocked out in the 12th round, he gave him the benefit of the doubt to let him get up. And he even said, even with everything else, he thought that Deontay Wilder clearly won the fight. Phil J 508, salute. That's what he stated. He thought that Deontay Wilder clearly won the fight against Tyson Fury. So come on, let's go. Let's keep going. I could do this all day. Tone Banger, salute. Earl Varaz, salute. All day, I could do this all day. All day. I was supposed to get a special guest on. I'm trying to see if I get a special guest on. Talk some good old boxing. Machiavelli Mafia, salute my brother in the super chat. Here, a little something for Shrimpy's Taco, Blue. You came in rare form today. Much love, beloved. Salute to you, King. Peace and blessings to you. I mean, I love those shrimpy tacos. Now you're going to have me go get a shrimpy taco, man. Y'all can hear my wife down there talking. Dean McQueen, salute. You hear her laughing? Abdul Ghaffar Ibram. Stop comparing Ortiz to Klitschko. I didn't pay attention and laughing. Makes me, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? Hey, man, stop comparing Ortiz to Klitschko, man. I never said that Ortiz was better than Klitschko. So what are you laughing at? TC, salute. Yeah. Hey, man, stop comparing Wilder. Stop comparing Luis Ortiz to Klitschko. I never did. My brother Taquan Savage in the super chat once again. He said, these trolls are terrible. Oh, man, they are. Yeah, smash the like button. My brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens. Salute. Go subscribe to my brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens. Cross 7435. Salute. Kevin Durant. Salute. But Wilder's resume is terrible. You can't compare it, bro. Really? Wilder's resume is terrible compared to who? Kevin Durant. Compared to who? Now let's do this. Now watch this now. I don't know why they do this with me. I could do this all day, man. So Kevin Durant. Wilder's resume is terrible compared to whose? Let's talk about it. My brother BFTB Boxing in the building. Go subscribe to my brother BFTB Boxing. What's good with you, King? Sammy Demise, salute. Smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes to 500. 500. Smash that like button, my peopleization. Get the likes up to 500. Come on, Kevin Durant. Where you go, good brother? And is that the real Kevin Durant? It's a possibility. Because he watch all sports. He loves sports. You'll never know. Tell us. Julian Coolington, 86. Charlie Clayton, salute. Wilder didn't want sauce from White. That's not even worth me addressing. J.H. Lowry, salute. Not even. Frequent Flyer RC, salute. Kevin Durant, come on, I want to talk to you. Man. Ashley Williams, Wilder needs that fear factor back. A KO over Ruiz or Hunter will do it. Wilder needs to get back in the ring and stop crying. I didn't see him crying. Where'd you see him crying at? Edward Morris, salute. Edward Morris. Everybody simply go to BoxRec and pull it up. While the record, you will see it is mud. So let me ask you a question, Edward Morris. Don't disappear. Because y'all seem to disappear after y'all say stuff. Right? MZ Talks Boxing, my brother, salute. Y'all seem to disappear. Every time you say something, don't do ride by texting. Stay here. Stay. Let me ask you a question. If you go to BoxRec and you look at Marcos Maidana and his resume, does it indicate the fighter he is? If you go to BoxRec and you look at Adrian Broner's resume and only simply his resume, does it indicate the fighter he was? If you go to BoxRec and you look at Sugar Ray Leonard record, does it indicate the boxer how great he was as a fighter? If you go to BoxRec and look at Marvelous Marvin Hagler's record and resume, does it truly indicate the fighter that Marvelous Marvin Hagler was? If you go to BoxRec and you look at Vladimir Klitschko's resume, does it indicate how truly great he was? No. Check hook, salute. If you go to BoxRec and look at Iron Mike Tyson, does it indicate how great he was? And ultimately, if you go simply by BoxRec, does it tell you how great Roy Jones Jr. was? Does BoxRec tell you how great Roy Jones Jr. was? Yes or no? Yes or no? Does BoxRec tell you that Pernell Whitaker was robbed in the fight against Oscar De La Hoya and Julio Cesar Chavez? Do BoxRec tell you that? Sabrina Macklin, peace and blessings to you, Queen. How you doing today? So do BoxRec tell you that? Come back in here. Come back in here. Climb high, salute. Where'd you go? Don't disappear. James Childress, salute. My brother in the super chat. He said, you think Wilder will sue Fury if he ducks out of their mandatory fight? Salute to you, brother. Salute to you, King. That's what he's already filed it. He's not playing no games. So where'd you go? Where'd the good brother go? See, now he made the comment he's gonna disappear. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Going to FC, salute. Will Singh, your king said he ducked AJ. Not what he said. My brother, Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, my brother, my co-host. What's good with you, Kurt?
Hey, Blue, what's going on with you, man? I'm just chilling, man. I had a busy day today. I'm here, ready to talk some boxing. And don't forget, we got a FS1 card tonight. The Loach is fighting at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock one. So check your local listings.
Absolutely, man. Salute to Raider Time in the super chat. He said, salute, Blue in chat. Salute to you, King. Mark Franklin, salute. Strip for Goodrich, salute. So smash the like button, man. Get the likes up. My brother David Bohannon said we got 464. That's not enough. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes all the way up. All the way up. Drew Titan, my brother, what's good with you? That's exactly what he said. Don't run away. Let's debate. Brother. Hey, Will Singh, how could I run away? It's my show. Uh-oh, Kurt, let me get out of here, man. I got to run away, man. He said, that's exactly what he said. Don't run away. Hey, man, where I'm running to, bro? Where I'm running to? So listen to what he said. Let's just listen to what he said once again. Deontay Wilder said, I could have made more money fighting against Anthony Joshua than going into the immediate rematch with you, Tyson Fury. So stand your ground, be a man of your word, and give me my trilogy match. That don't mean he ducked Anthony Joshua. That's as a competitor. He wanted to run it back with Tyson Fury. He already stated, don't support your narrative, but you're relentless. I give it to you. My brother, hard body, J. Timo, salute. It doesn't matter whether you support my narrative or not. I don't have a narrative. I just tell the truth. So the truth is this, is that Deontay Wilder stated that, yes, he could have made money. He wouldn't have made more money than man, do you know what he's reportedly made in the Tyson Fury second fight? Over $30 million. How much more money he was going to make with Anthony Joshua? They wasn't willing to pay him. They didn't even want to pay him over $12 million. So why would they pay him over $30 million? Now, let's be real here. He said, let's just go by the narrative. He said he could have made more money. But as a competitor, everybody was saying he just lost to Tyson Fury. So he wanted an immediate rematch. The only reason they had those 2 interim fights, the only reason he fought Luis Ortiz and Dominic Brazil in between the fight with Tyson Fury is because Tyson Fury chose not to go into an immediate rematch. So he wanted going into an immediate rematch with what was considered the best heavyweight in the world, and you sitting there talking about he ducked Anthony Joshua. Smarten up. Smarten up. What you mean it was the first fight? What are you talking about? It was after the first fight. The first fight what? Where did you get that from? You making up stories. Don't come here and make up stories. Don't come here making up stories. He's talking. He was referring to after the first fight. He's talking about when he was going into the immediate rematch with Tyson Fury. That's why he said I was a man of my word, going to give you an immediate rematch when I could have fought Anthony Joshua. Don't try to come here creating a story, because now you're making up stuff. Quad, salute to my brother Q. What's good with you, Q? Now you're just making up stuff. He's talking about, he said, be a man of your word. I could have went in a different direction. I tried to go in an immediate rematch with you, and I was a man of my word. Now, where you get that was for the first fight. Go ahead with that, man. Goodbye. Goodbye. Now I'm gonna sit you down for 5 minutes and think about what you just said. Bigger BX, salute. But what's going on with you, Kurt, man?
Not much, man. Just waiting for some boxing tonight and Saturday, Haney and Gamboa, and next week, Terrence Crawford, my favorite fighter in boxing. So, I'm just ready for some boxing, man. I just can't wait.
Yeah, Kurt, man. I was talking about this. Anthony Joshua is talking about, Deontay Wilder. See, he admitted that he ducked me. Because this is what he said.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, did you? All right, Kurt. So did you hear the whole story? So when Deontay Wilder came out, right? He says that he gave Tyson. He was a man of his word, because after the draw, they both wanted to run it back. They wasn't satisfied with the outcome. So he said, I was being the man of my word, and I told you I was going to give you the immediate rematch. I could have went in a different direction and fought Joshua for more money. I don't know how much more money he was going to earn fighting Anthony Joshua than fighting Tyson Fury in the rematch, but he got upwards of over $30 million for Tyson Fury rematch. Okay, so I don't know how much money how was they willing to offer him more money than that? I don't know, but let's just say that was the case. As a competitor, he wasn't settled. He wasn't happy with the fact that he fought Tyson Fury to a draw. So he wanted the immediate rematch. He wasn't trying to fight nobody else but Tyson Fury. So he was saying that I was going to fight you. I was a man of my word. First, you pulled away from this immediate rematch, which allowed me to go into my mandatory challenge in Dominic Brazil, who was my mandatory. So he had to fight Dominic Brazil. If he wasn't going to fight Tyson Fury in the rematch, he had to honor his mandatory in Dominic Brazil. And then after that, he was free. And he stated that he also told Luis Ortiz, I give you, a rematch as well. But Anthony Joshua said going into the Andy Ruiz fight that he didn't want to. Eddie Hearn said he didn't want to distract Anthony Joshua from Andy Ruiz fight, but in negotiating with Deontay Wilder for a fight and all of this stuff, we got to get past Andy Ruiz, then we'll visit Deontay Wilder fight. After that, Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua. So he went in and fought Ortiz because Anthony Joshua had to fight Andy Ruiz. So he was waiting for Tyson Fury as a competitor. He wasn't happy with that outcome. So he wanted to go and fight Tyson Fury immediately. So, but people are trying to act like, well, yeah, but he avoided Anthony Joshua. He didn't want to fight Anthony Joshua. Where did they get this from? As if people don't understand. So they'll try to take any little narrative and try and goodbye, Vic Cash. Goodbye. I'm not even going to address you. Goodbye. Goodbye. So anyway, Shot Focus, salute. John J. Rambo, salute. So anyway, people are trying to take it in wrong. Oh, see, he said that he couldn't. He didn't know. No, as if people don't understand where he was coming from. Sylvester Solomon, 2011, salute. Boston Good, salute. After they did not want to negotiate with him at all to begin with. What happened to him negotiating with Anthony Joshua before Fury even came back in the picture? That's what you should be talking about. That's what y'all should be talking about. Unbelievable. But go ahead, Kurt. What you think about it? I got to give me some Advil. Go ahead, Kurt.
I don't believe Wilder is going to duck a fighter like Joshua. To me, Joshua's not that good. And certainly a guy who fought the dangerous Luis Ortiz twice. It was very unnecessary. He didn't have to do it, but he did, and fought Tyson Fury twice. You know, so in his last 4 fights, he done took on the best heavyweight twice, Fury, and one of the most avoided heavyweights in Ortiz. So that's 4 fights with 2 of the top heavyweights in boxing. Joshua lost to Ruiz. Joshua is an okay fighter. I'm not really crazy about Anthony Joshua. For him to say something like that, you know, he's just grandstanding. Nobody's afraid of Anthony Joshua. He's not that kind of fighter, you know, not in my book. So, you know, he's just blowing off smoke. You know, that's the way I see it. You know, Anthony Joshua just talking, and you know, he had a chance to fight Wilder. They say Wilder turned down this, Wilder turned down that, but you know, it was never like they said it was. He was offered $100 million contract. We don't know what was in the contract. It's different people saying different things, you know. But Wilder never ducked Anthony Joshua. No, he didn't. Anthony Joshua, I don't know why he come out and say something like that. But when I saw the post, I didn't pay much attention to it. It was almost like clickbait to me. So, you know, Wilder, I wish that fight could have happened. Yeah.
You know where he got it from? Anthony Loma, salute. AMG2, and Justin Nicholas, salute. Salute to my brother Taquan Savage in the super chat. Once again, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue, man. Dropping the yard on her. He said, y'all trolls just say stuff out y'all mouth, man. Salute to my brother Taquan Savage, man. Come through showing love. So where he getting it from is because of the clip that Deontay Wilder said in the clip. He said, Tyson Fury, I was being a man of my word and giving you the rematch when I could have made more money fighting Anthony Joshua. But I stayed true to my word and gave you the immediate rematch. So now they saying, well, see, he admitted that he gave him we offered him a lucrative deal and he turned it down to fight Tyson Fury. Well, he turned it down to fight the better fighter.
And plus he had unfinished business. So, you know, just because he said that means, you know, he ran from Joshua.
Right. It just don't make sense, Kurt.
I mean, it's not like Anthony Joshua's a world beater, man. He lost to Ruiz, man, and I'm not, you know, coming down on Ruiz, but that's one of the biggest upsets in heavyweight history. Yeah, absolutely. So you know, Anthony Joshua just don't strike me as a guy you duck. you know, no, he don't strike me as that. And Wilder, who fought the dangerous Ortiz twice, and Fury, nah, he tried to use Wilder words against him.
That's exactly what they did. And Eddie Hearn and everybody took it and ran with it. That's what happened. Oh, see, he admitted we offered him a lucrative offer. Well, Tyson Fury was the better fighter.
Yeah, and plus that Wilder and Fury, what people don't talk about, that became a natural rivalry. It did, the build up, especially how the first fight ended. You knew it had to be a rematch later for Joshua. and he got paid. He made a lot of money in that second Fury fight.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of money. I would have did the same thing if a fight ended in the draw. We have to do it again. It's called unfinished business.
Right. So what they're not understanding is that Wilder took that draw as a loss. He took the draw as a loss. So why would he, if he wanted to, what about the $50 million that they offered Anthony Joshua before Tyson Fury even came into the picture? Make sense of it. It makes no sense. None. So anyway, Kurt, it's fight week, Kurt.
Yes, indeed. We got another big fight coming up Saturday night. And, the people who, I'll bring this up every now and then, the people who talked about the zone, that fight going to be on the zone, I believe. And you don't want to miss it. It has some great fights on there. I can't wait. Saturday. Let me see what's on the menu this Saturday. So, this fight can be interesting, but I have Haney winning. But a little corner of me saying there's a uncertainty that in my body. I don't know why I feel like that. Like I said, sometimes things just come across me as weird, and I could like vision a fight sometimes how it's going to play out. But I expect Haney to win, but something tells me Gamboa is going to come to fight.
I believe Gamboa is going to come to fight. I think this is the perfect showcase fight for Devin Haney. I think this is the situation where Devin Haney, gets to showcase his skill set because, like we witnessed, Gamboa tore his Achilles. That's one of the worst injuries you could get as a professional athlete, popping your Achilles, right? And he survived 10 more rounds with Gervonta Tank Davis, as explosive, powerful, and athletic as he is. Gamboa, and he wasn't trying to utilize the ring, and he wasn't trying to run. He was still standing in front of him. Now he had to improvise, right? Because he couldn't get any leverage off his back foot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Gamboa was brave in that fight, man. Hearing about Gamboa, his career didn't really turn out like everybody thought, the boxing experts and pundits. For some reason, a lot of Cuban fighters don't live up to expectations. Being a standout amateur, there's been few back in the past, Kid Gavilan and others, but for the most part, they have a hard time making the transition for some reason. I thought Gamboa would be better. He was a good fighter, but he had shortcomings, his chin and his defense. You would think would be better, with his speed, but Cuban amateurs have a hard time, taking that next step.
Yeah, man. It's Gamboa is 402 likes. Smash that like button. We should have well over 500. Let's get the likes up to 700, man. We should have well over. Daniel Lowton, salute. We should have well over 400 likes. Yeah, that Cuban school of boxing. You think that's the best school of boxing, Kurt?
No, I still say we hold the mantle. If it's because our motto in America was amateurs, but I'm gonna break that down. Like where I come from, in New York too. You had Gleason's Gym and Stillman's Gym and Philadelphia gyms and Detroit Kronk. You had many gyms in New Jersey. And see, back in the day, there was an RV in my neighborhood that had a makeshift boxing gym. And the model to get kids in the gym were you had Little League Baseball and you had Pop Warner football, which I played. And they'd be waiting for the kids after practice, and they will make you sign a permission slip. Well, to give you one, you had to take it to your parents. And at that time, you could open up a boxing gym because all you had to do was go to City Hall and get a permit, and they gave you a voucher to Edwin's sporting goods store, a local sporting goods store. We had boxing equipment, and that churned out many fighters from the inner city. But when the drug epidemic came, crack, if you notice, the last great, and this is the timeline, the last great amateur team was 1984, and crack came in 85 heavy, and that money they took from the athletic programs, they funded it, the war on drugs, and that like really demolished the amateur backgrounds and the amateur programs, which a lot of people don't think about. When we had the 76 Olympic team was great, and we had 80, but they didn't go to the Olympics, but we would have had a hell of a team in 80. And then 84, we had the Whitakers and the Holyfields and the Brelands, and then the drugs came in. So that like really messed up the American boxing program. And we didn't have the gyms in your neighborhood. It was one time where your father can walk to work. It was one time where there was a gym on every other corner. And Newark, we had 8th Street Gym and Miss Kelly's gym. We had Duca's. We had Elite Boxing Gym where Shakur Stevenson came from. There was fighters better than Shakur Stevenson growing up. But they didn't have the commitment like he had. Shakur was a natural. Marvin Hagler's from Newark. So that was the motto in the inner city. And look at all the New York fighters you had. Davey Moore and Iran Barkley and Hector Camacho and Juan Laporte. I can go on and on about the New York fighter and Detroit. But when that money left the amateur boxing program, it went down. It went way down. So now kids are just making it on talent alone. In the city, you got like Jerron Ennis and fighters that's coming up that just have natural talent. But I still think that we hold court with our programs if it's athletically in the amateurs or just on skill, because Cuban fighters, they're older, and Eastern European fighters, so they beating up kids. And I was a fan of Teofimo Stevenson and Felix Savon and Andres Aldama. They were dominant fighters, but let's be fair, Blue and Chat, they're beating up younger fighters. And that and when you in the amateurs a long time, you're not going to be successful for a long time in the pros. I mean, look at the European fighters; they have lost already. Triple G and Lomachenko. What's that middleweight? Kurtov. He lost to Emmanuel Alim. He was a hot prospect. Better Beef is what, 35, 36? He only had 15 fights?
Lomachenko, Kovalev, they
Yeah, that's their model. They stay too long. They stay too long. You can hone your skills if you're a young fighter. Mike Tyson was champion at the age of 20, and Muhammad Ali 21, Roberto Benitez at 17. Hearns was fighting Leonard when he was 22, and Leonard was 26. So, you're learning on the job as a young fighter. You develop quickly, and you learn as you go along. So, I really do miss the amateur program. Fighters like Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather, they got cheated. That's why American fighters don't like fighting on foreign soil. It was because of those two bad decisions as an amateur, and they begged Floyd to fight in England, and they wanted Roy Jones to fight Darius Mikushevsky overseas, but he wouldn't take the bait because if he did knock him out, they was going to cheat him again. So Roy never fought him. But I would say American boxing still holds court to anybody. The champions, we done had the best fighters. The Olympic team was great. Some of the Olympians could have defeated pros. Like Sugar Ray Leonard was a great Olympic fighter. Sugar Ray Robinson, Ezra Charles went undefeated as an amateur, great light heavyweight fighter. But I still say we hold court.
Mm-hmm. Salute to my brother Hakeem Page in the super chat. I enjoy your content and look forward to your future shows. Salute to your co-host. Peace, Hakeem Page. Appreciate you, King.
Peace to you.
Satavius Walker, salute. Yeah, Tim Miller, salute. Yeah, they be grown men fighting in the amateurs. OG Swag, salute. Joseph O'Bang,
Yeah, that's not
salute.
fair.
Exactly. Sherman Bray, salute. It's funny, right? Because what's the name just made Keyshawn Davis just made a post about that on his social media. He's like, man, they got to change the rules to do something. You got grown men fighting kids. GT Entertainment, salute. That's not fair. Mark D. Pillar, salute. So yeah, so I agree with you, Kurt, man. So it's essentially padding the stats, right, Kurt? That's how you look at it.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a record, what Lomachenko 30, 396-1. I mean, come on, man. That's outstanding. It really is, but you got to look at it closely. He's fighting younger fighters, and he stayed too long. He would have had a better pro career, even though his career is not over. But he's has 16 fights, and he's up there. How old was Lomachenko again?
When he turned pro?
No, right now? How old is he?
I think he's 30, 31 or something like that. 32, I think. And he was 26 when he turned pro, though.
See, that's too late. That's too late.
Yeah, he's 32. He'll be 33 in February.
Wow. See, and he only has 16 fights. He'll lucky if he make it to 20.
Mm-hmm. But by the next time he fight, he'll be 33. Railroad 6 SB90, salute. Mark D. Pillar, salute. So he'll be 33 by the next time he fight. Daniel Lowton, salute. Raphael
And see,
Claus.
it's different. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Kurt.
It's different. It's different for Mexican fighters because they learn on the job. So they hone in their skills as a professional. Jose Luis Ramirez turned pro when he was 14, and Salvador Sanchez. They're young. They skip the amateur programs and they turn pro at an early age, and they're learning and they're sharpening their tools. So it's not a mistake that the Mexican fighters have a glorified history. When it comes to boxing and American fighters, the old model used to be Olympics, but that's over now. So they just walking into a gym that's in the inner city, and the coaches just bring out their talents. The coaches is not the same, the old school boxing trainers, but they just getting by on talent. When you look at a Jerron Ennis, who has speed and talent, and Pernell Whitaker, even though he came up in the amateur programs, somebody had to see him. That's all it takes as you look at a fighter, he could be on the streets fighting like Manny Pacquiao and stuff, and he's become a global icon. It only takes that little spark. You don't know if you have talent or not unless somebody see you. That's what happened with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, exactly. Salute to Abdul Muhammad. He said, bro, Devin Haney is gonna smoke Gamboa point blank and period from the Philippines. Salute to the Philippines. Romel Lane, salute. New Jersey, salute. I'm trying to get them on, Kurt. So that's why I keep getting a little distracted. But because they texting me. But yeah. So man, it's Terrence Chavez, salute. What do you think about them being referred to as the Four Horsemen? Ryan Garcia, Tank, Devin, and Teofimo. Melanated Motivation, salute. What's your thoughts on that, Kurt? Do you think they have the opportunity and a chance to be to be as good as The last four horsemen, Fantastic Four. AZAP Sam, saluting the super chat. Do you think if Haney takes Lopez belts that they would let Tank get in there with Haney or duck him? Haney gets the belts at Undisputed and becomes Undisputed, beat Teofimo Lopez, he's going to 140. He's not going to stay. He's not going to stay at 35 after he beat Teofimo Lopez. Neither one of them. Low D's TV, salute. SS Chicago 73rd, salute. Whoever wins that fight, they moving up. It's over. It's over. They're not sticking around. They're physically, they're both young. They're 22. How old is Devin Haney? 21. And Teofimo is 22, 23. They're physically outgrowing the division. Anthony Loma, what's good with you? So it's almost impossible for them to continue to just stick around this division. They're going against the law of gravity. You know what I mean? Devin Haney will be 22 in November, and Teofimo Lopez is already he's already 22, I believe. He's 23. So he just turned 23. So they're a year apart. So they're just physically, they're not going to stick around. Tank has to stop physically. He has to stick around 130, 135. That's it for him. That's the limitation for him. Taquan Savage, my brother in the super chat, he said Haney stops Gamboa in 10. Haney is the best shape of Haney stops Gamboa in 10. Haney is in the best shape of his life. Man, he's in fantastic shape, man. Fantastic shape. Salute to Dahlia Antoinette, the queen, in the super chat. She said, salute Blue, Kurt, and everyone in the chat. Can't wait to see Devin fight Saturday. Yep. Peace and blessings to you, queen. I'm about to have a surprise. I might have a surprise for y'all, man. So just stay tuned. Fly High 89, my brother, saluting the super chat. Fury versus Agit Kabayel being finalized right now for December 5th. Who is this guy? Another European guy. Yeah, Fly High 89. Oh, we shouldn't even be surprised no more. You know what I mean? We shouldn't even be surprised, man. It's you know what it is? We get disappointed. That's what happens. We simply get disappointed. You know, that's the it was between that guy and Carlos Takam, and they tested the waters. And they saw once I posted it that Carlos Takam was not a good look. So, you know,
yeah, I'm not surprised he picked him. Picking a soft touch. That would be another soft touch. Well, Otto Wallin's supposed to have been a soft touch, but the fight was much more difficult than expected. They supposed to have stopped that fight on that cut. That was a terrible cut that Fury got, and they let the fight go on.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get a little surprise for y'all. Trying to get a little surprise on here for y'all, man. Trying to get a surprise on here for y'all, my peopleization. I'm trying to get a little surprise on here for y'all. So, yeah, you know what? So, Kurt, I was asking you a question, and I cut you off and then started rambling. But I was asking you, how do you think this fourth version of today's time can ever reach the level of the four that we already saw? Now we already know that all four of them, hindsight, right? They all four of them already surefires, Hall of Famers, they legends, you know, iconic fighters, all of them. Hagler, Durant, Hearns, and Leonard, they all iconic, right? They surpassed the legend, right? They're iconic now, right? And do you ever think that David Campos, salute, do you ever think this four as a collective group can get there? All four of them?
No, they're probably Hall of Famers, but as when you talk about skill and talent and personality, there would never be another four like that. Leonard, Hearns, Hagler, Durant, No, that was special. That was once in a lifetime thing. Now they can, if they all fight each other, they can beat each other, and they're all good fighters. They're all good fighters. But those four were special in the '80s, man, and we'll never see that again. Those guys was great. When I say great, I mean cap with a capital G. They were special. This crop is good. You got good young talent. All they have to do is fight each other. They're good fighters, but they're not reaching those heights. No, those heights can't be reached. Nope.
My brother Hakeem Page, he said, "Can you briefly talk about Tank next opponent and comment about AB situation?" I'll talk about Tank's next opponent. I don't talk about AB situation because that's a that's his personal situation, and I don't like to delve into that. I don't like to get into that, man. Tom Loke 40 salute. So I mean, I truly wish him the best. I truly hope AB gets out of this situation, and I truly hope that he just gets it together, man. I mean, everybody make mistakes. Adrian Broner is only 30 years old, so he's still young. Real 88 salute. Mike 0414 salute. So he's very, very young. LK Rod salute. And when I was young, I made a lot of mistakes, and but I wasn't under a magnifying glass. Smash the like button. I'm gonna bring in a special guest. I'm trying to get another special guest, 2 special guests on for y'all. I'm trying to work that out as we doing the show. So I'm definitely gonna bring on 1 special guest right now. We're gonna bring on Mickey Bay, Devin Haney's trainer. They are in the bubble right now. So I'm trying to bring on. I'm going to bring on. They're having little issues, technical issues. So I'm trying to bring on. Mickey Bay, and who is Devin Haney's trainer. They're in the bubble right now, so we're going to bring him on, and then we're going to attempt to bring on Devin Haney himself. So that's what I'm working on right now. So anyway, when it comes to Adrian Broner, I don't like to delve into that. I just want to wish him the best. G-Man TV, Victor Terone, Sad Morning, salute. I just want to wish him the best. Hope everything works out for him. I hope, he gets everything under wraps. I saw the video as everybody else. Is the reason I didn't make a video. I was one of the first people that got the video. I knew a long time, that when it first happened, I had the video. I didn't make a video about it because that's just, it's just not my cup of tea, man. I don't like, because people anybody can make mistakes. Anybody could find themselves in that situation. So who am I to shed a light? It was one thing about the sport or something like that. But with that, I don't want to get into that. But Tank Davis's next opponent will be, more than likely, it will be Ryan Garcia. Obviously Ryan Garcia has the fight with Luke Campbell coming up December 5th. He has to get past Luke Campbell. He gets past Luke Campbell. More than likely, you guys are going to see Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis Cinco de Mayo weekend. That's what's coming up. You could pretty much expect that. Kurt, let me send these links, the invites. So, I think that I think those are good matchups. I understand that they're going to try to rekindle this whole Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya. They're going to sell it as that, and especially when you have Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, they're natural rivalries, like Kurt just said. So, Burgess Meredith, salute.
That's a good idea. You could sell that fight.
Yeah, so I just look at it from that standpoint, man. The fact that he has a huge social media following, he has 7.5 million Instagram followers, so that's what they're gonna sell it. And then you're going to have Floyd Miller, Oscar De La Hoya naturally going back and forth with one another. That sells the fight. That sells the fight.
That's a good fight if Garcia gets past Campbell. If he wins in dramatic fashion, that's a hot fight for Cinco de Mayo too. You know, you could sell that with, you know, with the face of Mayweather and De La Hoya and, you know, their protege just fighting each other. Oh, yes, I could see it. Yes, definitely. We just have to see how Garcia looks on December 5th.
Taquan Savage in the super chat. He said, it froze on me, Blue. I don't understand what's going on with it, man. I'm sending it to you. I don't understand what's going on, man. Oh. I don't understand. I'm going to try to send it again. Take one. And Mickey Bay is trying to come in. I don't know what's going on with the service. It must be I don't know if it's my service or what, man. Mike 014, salute. I know
because sometimes you be roboting.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to get you on Taquan. Jermaine Johnson, my brother in the super chat, in the building. Go subscribe. Smash the like button. My brother Jermaine Johnson said, get the likes to 700. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 700. Yeah, Taquan said it's freezing on him. Ah, man. I don't know, good brother. We got 602 likes. Get the likes up, man. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes all the way up. All the way up. I'm
gonna ask you a question, Blue.
Go ahead.
What division is better? 135? This is for the chat too. What division is better? 135 or 154?
At the moment, I have to say 35. And the reason I say 35, Kurt, is because we haven't seen it yet. At 154, they already started knocking each other off. So I'm still interested. I'm intrigued to see how it plays out at 135. So I'm going to say 135 because all of them are still undefeated. Right. And at 54, they all got losses. Right. And competitive wise, I think it's clear now that Jamel's the best. I think he separated himself now. Right. It's still unclear who's the best at 35. Now, we all have our opinions. I think it's Dev. Somebody else may say it's Tank. Somebody else may say it's Teofimo. Somebody else may say it's Ryan Garcia. Right? I still think it's Devin Haney. You know, I see Devin Haney coming out on top. That's what I see. You know, but who you see coming out on top at 35, Kurt?
Man, I can't call it. I'm kind of stumped because they all have the potential to beat each other. A lot of those fights is going to be 50-50 or 60-40. I think Ryan Garcia is like a little behind, but I want to see December 5th how he looks. He has the perfect opponent because Campbell has a name. He's stiff and he's not as quick as Garcia. I can see Garcia knocking him out with the left hook. Tank and Teofimo, they're hot fighters right now because of, you know, how Tank won and who Teofimo beat. Devin Haney, I still want to see how he look against Gamboa. He may be the more natural gifted fighter out of everybody, the best pure boxer because of his athleticism. He has natural athleticism that makes him, you know, really tough, and he has length. And he's still growing and learning on the job. So once he develops, it's going to be hard to beat Devin Haney and guys like Shakur Stevenson. So I may give Devin a slight edge. I just want to see him in big fights. And it starts Saturday.
It's unreal. the possibilities and the future. It's unreal, Kurt, how it just recycles, isn't it?
That's what I love about it. I mean, we man, we have great talent in boxing, and they just have to fight each other, and I think they will. And before Tio leaves, because I think it'd be first. Look at his build. He's young. He can't stand that division. Tank can, but Teofimo, after a couple of fights, and he's going to move up to 140. And Dev too. Dev is big, and he's going to naturally, fill out, and he's going to move out of the division. He could possibly wind up a welterweight one day. He has that frame, but first things first, he probably go to 140. It's no picnic because you got Josh Taylor and Ramirez up there. It's not going to be easy. Once you move up in weight, it becomes even more dangerous.
Yep. Salute to my brother Taquan Savage in the building in the super chat. He said, "I'm back in." Yeah, YouTube is man. YouTube is boy.
Yeah, I know YouTube's something else. But when you move up in weight, it becomes tough. Just imagine Crawford and Spence fighting those dangerous junior middleweights.
Exactly.
It's not a walk in the park. It's not a walk in the park. Imagine the winner of Josh Taylor, and Jose Luis Ramirez, was they're going to start fighting those welterweights. They move up. Those 7 pounds make a big difference.
Yeah, exactly.
And the lightweights. Teo fighting Josh Taylor. That don't look too good.
How do you see Teofimo and Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez?
They'll beat Teofimo. They'll beat him. Both of them. They'll beat him. Ramirez is aggressive. Josh Taylor can box, and he can bang. He's tough. I don't see Teofimo having a lot of success against those two fighters. I really don't. Weight makes a difference. That's why we have weight classes. I don't know if his punches will have the effect, that they will have on a lightweight. It'll be a whole different kettle of fish.
Yeah, I think it's a tough situation at 40. I think his style of fighting is going to have to be adjusted at 140, dealing with those big dudes, man. Jermaine Johnson said, "I'm a big Chris Colbert fan. I love Chris Colbert because he's here out of New York. Tree and the Drew to salute. I would love to see him fight O'Shaquie Foster. I think that's a great fight. I don't like how he move. I'm gonna be honest. MJ's total health and wellness. Salute. I don't like how he move. Sherman Callahan, salute. It's like he adopted this mentality as if he already made it, and you still treading through the waters. You haven't made it yet. O'Shaquie Foster, O'Shaquie Foster is trying to, to fight him, and he's like, he's an interim champion right now. You have to, and again, I'm gonna say this, everybody wants to adopt this Money Mayweather persona. You know what I'm saying? And you haven't gotten it yet. You haven't got to a pretty boy stage. There's stages to Money Mayweather. You understand? There's stages to getting the Money Mayweather. You got to go through pretty boy first. You understand? So he tells O'Shaquie Foster, when O'Shaquie Foster is calling him out, "Oh, you must need money." Bro, you're not a world champion. You're not a official world champion yet. You still got to get there. It takes time. Does he have the skills? Absolutely. Can you take that from him? Absolutely not. You can't take it from him. Absolutely not. You can't take nothing from him skill-wise in the ring. I just don't like their approach. I don't like their approach. You acting like you don't have a massive fight yet. You're still young. Well, he's 24. He is 14-0 with 5 knockouts. He's a pure boxer. He's scheduled to fight Jamie Arboleda, right? He's the interim WBA featherweight champion. He's scheduled to be back in the ring November 28th. You got to get to, so to say that was a see, because he fought one of my guys, you know, that a fight that was building, and he fought one of my guys, you know, out of Patrick Day's gym, right? And Titus Williams, if you know who Titus Williams is, and he fought Titus Williams, he won that fight, you know. But my thing is, like, now he's like, hey, telling O'Shaquie Foster, man, you must need money, huh? That's a O'Shaquie Foster and Chris Colbert is a big fight for him. That's a big fight for him. You and I see, that's the problem. That's where the problem comes in, Kurt, where we have all of these belts. Because all of these belts make these boxers feel accomplished when they have yet to accomplish something within the sport yet. Yes, you have the skill set to do so. Yes, you're working your way there, but again, you're working your way there. You haven't gotten there yet. You're working your way to that goal. You haven't gotten there yet. So he's like, well, you know, you must need money, huh? You're not a pay-per-view fighter. You're not a headline fighter. O'Shaquie Foster has a lot of skills. O'Shaquie Foster is a great fighter. Now, essentially, O'Shaquie Foster has a bigger fight coming up than Chris Colbert. So you see, this is what I'm saying. When we do this now, you know, we have to be careful, right? O'Shaquie Foster, yes, he has 2 losses in his career, but he's fighting Miguel Roman, Kurt, November 19th. I thought he won the fight against Shania, and he has a loss to Tia. I didn't see that fight, O'Shaquie Foster, but he's skilled. He's 17-2-10, right? So he has a big fight coming up now. His fight is bigger than any fight Chris Colbert's been in against Miguel Roman. Kurt, November 19th. Hakeem Page, my brother in Super Chat, can you compare Haney performance against Gamboa as a measuring stick on how he would compare to Gervonta Tank Davis if he could beat Tank? I think he could beat Tank right now. Hakeem Page, salute. I appreciate you. I think he could beat Tank right now. But yeah, this is definitely an experience gainer. This is Tank Davis showed me a lot, man. I don't know why, Kurt. I don't know what YouTube is doing, man. They saying they're in here and I can't see them. They're saying they're in here and I can't see them.
The guests saying they're in here?
Yeah. But I don't see nobody to bring nobody in. There's nobody backstage.
Right. That's weird. Then again, it's YouTube.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. This is
I heard the Miguel Berchelt fight is canceled or might be canceled because he has COVID-19. He was scheduled to fight Oscar Valdez. So You know, because of the pandemic, you know, some fights was going to get canceled. But that Jaron Ennis fight, that's an undercard fight to Nordine Obali versus Nonito Donaire. So, I mean, Donaire is past it, but that's still a good fight on paper. I don't know how he's going to perform, but you know, that's December 12th on the Ennis and Delorme Data undercard fight.
All right, so we got my brother, the former world champ turned trainer, Mickey Bay, in the building, the trainer of Devin Haney, undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer. What's good with you, Bay, man? Y'all in that bubble, huh?
Yeah, man. My fault too, man. I had it logged in, but I didn't go all the way down to where it said enter the broadcast. I ain't too good with the technology like that.
Yeah. Well, you know this. I'm not surprised because YouTube be giving me a hard time anyway. So, you know. But how is it? First of all, Bay, I got my co-host here. Kurt Anderson is in the building, man.
Okay. Well, what's up, Kurt? What's going on?
Mickey Bay, man, good to talk to you again. Once again, my brother, man, and I can't wait till you ask questions about how the training with Devin Haney is going. But first things first, go ahead, Blue.
Yeah, man. I this is my brother right here, man, Mickey Bay, man. All right, man. I love talking to him, man. Got a lot of boxing knowledge.
Oh yeah, likewise.
You know, facts, man. So just tell us a little about the experience being in the bubble right now.
Well, this is a good sign here. This orange band.
That means you passed everything.
Yeah, so our whole team passed. So the fight is on. Because now you got to be worried. Like, you know, a lot of these fights won't come off because of that, you know, because of the COVID stuff. So, hey, can you answer this? Tell them I'm doing a podcast. That's one of Darren dudes. Yeah, but we had to. It was more tight yesterday. We had to do the test, and we all had to split up for like I think like 15 hours or something like that.
Really?
But yeah, we couldn't see each other. We had to go to the rooms, and now we on one floor. We all on one floor, like our whole team, and I think the whole fight card got 2 floors, so we got to stay on our floor, and they bring the meals to our room. Like we can't, you know, go off to our floor unless we get escorted to the gym and back, and that's it.
Wow.
So we got to do that until the fight is over. And then Devin, nobody can go to the press conferences, none of that. And I think one person can go. I think one person could go to Devin's weigh-in. That's it.
Wow. So you can't even leave. Essentially, you can't even leave the room.
Well, you can now. We can leave. We can just stay on our floor.
Wow, man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, man. So it's, you know, I guess that's even better for Dev, you know, even though Dev is always locked in, but I mean, it's gonna be even worse now, man. He been in a good mood. Everything is good. Like, man, it's gonna be special on Saturday night.
Right. Man, and so I'm assuming Gamboa passed and everything as well.
Yeah, yup. Yeah, he passed, yup.
Man, so y'all got to get escorted to the gym, and I gather you got a time limit in the gym then because they got to bring you back.
Oh yeah, it's short, very short. And it's not really a gym. It's, you know, it's like a little just to work out. You know, everybody pretty much came in shape anyway, so we just shook out a little bit and stuff like that. But yeah, no food except for the food that's in the hotel. They bring you to the room.
Wow, man. And so you got to eat the hotel food. You can't.
Nothing can come from outside of the hotel. Yeah, they bring the food. I think the next meal is in about an hour and a half, I think.
Wow, man. So
it's
they got this.
It's like prison. Negative, but like a luxury prison.
That's just
real nice.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. Like, that's like you got scheduled meal times. Like, you got to save your milk and save your oranges.
Man, lightweight. That's kind of how it is. But we looking at this beautiful view. I mean, it's a balcony with a beautiful resort, but we can't go to it.
Right. Oh man, that's a T. It's a tease on top of it.
Oh man, it's a tease, but it's kind of going by fast though. It seemed like it's moving quick, so
Right,
we really just can't wait until Friday so we could say tomorrow is the fight.
right. So now do y'all have to take another test like on Friday or something?
No, we good now because we already passed, so they not letting us around anybody else anyway. So
Right.
now we finished with the testing now.
So, oh wow, man, that's man. I know that's a hell of an experience,
It's
man.
like I told Devin, at least you has something to talk about. You know, this will be
Right.
something that you always talk about one day.
Yeah, it's historic,
Yeah, it's historic for sure.
man. Now, before we get into the preparations, you got any questions you want to ask him for, Kurt?
Yeah, Mickey Bay. Did you study film on Gamboa? I pretty much know he's been around a long time, so you pretty much know his habits. But for this fight with Haney, did you guys sit together and break down film on Gamboa?
Well, I watched film. We didn't sit together and watch it, but I just broke it down so he didn't have to really pay too much. You know, he saw a lot of his fights, of course, but I pretty much did I did the homework, me and his dad, and our team. So I didn't really want him to even have to concentrate on that. He knows what he knows. We just really focused on our game plan and what we gonna do. But yeah, I pretty much got Gamboa down pat. Like, I mean, me and him was supposed to fight before, so it's just like I kind of already knew him, but I went and watched a lot of his recent fights that I didn't see. And yeah, I got him. I know him like the back of my hand, pretty much.
Now, how did that work with sparring partners though? Y'all had to be careful with that too, right?
Nah, like careful as far as what?
Because of you don't want nobody around that's that might test positive or something like
Oh
that.
no, we was cool because we checked them when they came in, like their temperature and stuff.
Okay.
And one thing that I always did even before the COVID, I spray it down with all kind of Lysol and sanitizer in the gym.
Right.
I do it every day, and even the bags and the gloves and stuff every day that we train. I made sure that I sprayed everything, and I usually do that anyway without COVID. I always carry sanitizer and Lysol, so I sprayed everything down and sprayed the whole gym a few times and everything. So maybe that helped some too. You know, our whole team passed. So no, we wasn't too much worried. We kept our distance. You know, we just let him spar, and that was it. He kept his distance after that.
Okay. Now, as far as Gamboa, like you say, you broke him down. You was already familiar with him. What version of Gamboa are you expecting? Are you expecting the Terrence Crawford? Because I was surprised myself. I thought the Tank was going to blow him out the water when they fought.
Right.
I was surprised. And then after he popped his Achilles and made it to the 12th round, I was truly part of me was surprised because of Tank's abilities. The other part of me wasn't surprised because of the experience of Gamboa. But what version are you expecting, to get Saturday night?
Well, always expect the best version. Just for our sake, just to be alert and all of that kind of stuff. You don't want to sleep on him, but he is who he is. Like, a lot of the Cubans, real good amateur fighters, and they do pretty good in the pros, but they have so many amateur fights that it's hard for them to transition. But, Gamboa got the experience. He got a lot of experience, so this is still a big fight for Devin. Gamboa has a lot. It's like this is going to be a name on his resume that's a big name, like a big, he done won world titles. He's an Olympic gold medalist. It's not like he coming in to hand this to Devin Haney, so we got to go in and earn the victory.
We got R. Jonesy in the super chat. He said, how much credit is Haney going to get for Gamboa when Teofimo just beat Loma, Tank just beat Leo, and Ryan is fighting Luke Campbell?
Okay, well, so he just proved that everybody was tied up. That's one thing, but I don't really see. Now, I wouldn't say that Tank gets so much credit for beating Leo. The knockout was beautiful, but at the end of the day, Leo was small man coming up. Like, I don't really think that was so much credit. It was a great fight and a great finish, but I mean, Gamboa still got. I mean, everybody's going to compare the two performances, like you just said. He still put up a pretty good fight against Tank and went 12 rounds with him. So this not anything we sleeping on. Believe me, the dude ain't. I mean, he can fight. Like Gamboa is still Gamboa. Like it's not a walk in the park at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's still just. I mean, one of the worst injuries you could suffer in professional sports is popping your Achilles, and he popped in
He
it.
went 12 rounds because of his experience. So
Yeah, Kobe
Gamboa,
Bryant struggled to shoot free throws.
Exactly. So I mean, Gamboa is nothing to sleep on. Like it's guys that it's good fighters that stayed away from him early in his career and everything. You know, I'm sure you remember a lot of new fans won't, but
Mikey Garcia.
You know, that's what I'm saying. So it was guys that he could have fought that he didn't fight. So nobody's gonna be quick to still fight Gamboa. Devin could have took an easier fight. That was the best available opponent.
We got Taquan Savage, my brother Taquan Savage. Kurt fell off. We got my brother Taquan Savage. He said Haney about to knock out Gamboa.
Oh yeah, he right about that. You know, we're gonna take him to school, and you know, we got plenty of you know, our game plan. We just adjust. You know, we're gonna be able to do whatever we want to do in there.
Now, let me ask you this, right? Well, go ahead, Kurt. You got something for him before I ask him?
Yeah, I want to know how the training go. There's no sign of the old injury. On a scale of 1 to 10, how was training camp with Haney?
10 might not be high enough, to be honest. I'll say a 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say a 20 because I mean, if you just see his spirits right now, like he just excited, he happy. He's getting older, so you know he eats better and everything. So this is gonna be a whole nother version. You know, I think that it was a blessing in disguise that it was a quarantine that gave him time for a shoulder, and it's super strong. If anything, my shoulder is jacked up from having to catch his punches on the bench. You know, he made me start lifting a lot of weights and everything. So I mean, this is gonna be a whole nother Devin Haney.
Yeah, I saw those pictures. I'm like, man, and he looked like he coming into that man strength now.
Man, it's scary. Like it's gonna be scary. It's just I always got to remind myself how young he is. Like he just barely even hitting, you know, his adult manhood. Right. He didn't even really hit that yet. So I'm just like, man, it's gonna be scary. I don't see what anybody gonna want to do with him a couple years from now.
Yeah, he's barely legal, man.
Oh man, it's ridiculous.
So now you obviously you watched those fights. What did you think about first Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez fight?
I thought it was a good fight. Teo stood up, man. He fought good, you know, under pressure. Like as far as like nobody thought he was gonna win, really, not many people. And it was a big stage, but he didn't. You can tell that he didn't buy into the hype of Lomachenko. That's how he beat him. You can't go on the fight believing what you hear so much. You're not gonna really go in and put on the right kind of fight. But Teo went in there like he was the man, and it worked because Lomachenko didn't even want to open up until he thought that not Teofimo, sorry, Lomachenko didn't want to open up until he thought Teofimo was gonna wear down. You can tell that he was leery of his power. Obviously, to me, it looked like Teofimo shook him up, and Lomachenko didn't want to open up to get caught because Teo kind of tried to catch you in between your shots. So to me, it looked like Lomachenko was like, man, he felt it on his arms. It was kind of moving him a lot. I think he just felt like, okay, let me try to get him in the late rounds, which he almost did. I thought he won a lot of late rounds, but Teofimo didn't fold. Like a lot of the cats like Linares and them end up letting him stop him at the end. And they guys kind of fold under the late rounds with Lomachenko, but it didn't work on Teo's. He stayed in it. It looked like it was going to work, but, I gave him the win like 7-5.
Yeah, I had the same score.
7-5. Yup.
I had the same score because I thought Lomachenko won 8, 9, 10, and 11. All 4 of those rounds just back to back to back to back. He was picking up momentum. And I was impressed. I was impressed the fact that Teo bit down in the 12th round.
He bit down.
And the way he pressed forward in the 12th round was like I was impressed. I'm like, wow, I thought it was good.
Yeah. I give him his props. He earned that victory, man. He showed that he's a elite fighter.
Yeah, because most young fighters like that, when you get Lomachenko gain him that much momentum, like you said, Linares and all these other dudes, when he started picking up steam and gaining momentum, they folded.
Oh, they would have folded. Yeah, he didn't fold. But this go back to probably one of our other interviews where I said this is why we wanted Loma.
Right.
People thought I was joking when I was saying, man, Dad would beat him.
Right.
I said, man, dang, too bad he got to him first because we had even more stuff that Teo didn't do that we would have did to him. He did a couple of the things, but man, I just knew for a fact that Devin would beat him, and Teo ended up getting to him first. But hopefully Teo will fight Devin. Right.
Yeah, that's the hope. Now, you touched on it a little bit, but what you think about the Tank Leo fight? I was impressed with. I didn't think Leo was going to have the success that he had.
Man, that fight was close. Like I had it the way the judges had it. Maybe Tank up by 1 round by the stoppage because he hurt Tank a couple times even early. I seen him kind of buzz Tank a little bit. He got a lot of heart, but too much heart. I think he made a mistake when he got knocked out. Repeating the same move back to back to back. Like, I mean, you doing this against an explosive fighter. Now people see what I mean. Probably when I remember I compared Tank into I didn't compare him fully to Tyson, but now people probably getting what I'm saying because they said, what? He don't hit like Tyson and he this. And what I meant was what happened that fight. He got a vicious uppercut. And he rely on it a lot. Like that's like his money punch that he goes to when he in danger. So he really committed to that punch. In his mind, he knew if I land this, it's a good crapshoot that if I land it, it's gonna be over with. And boom, he did it, and look what happened.
Yeah, like you said, I was like, man. Well, salute to Mr. Mechanical. He said Progress is getting back at 140, trying to get his belts back. Yeah, I like Regis Progress, man, but when he getting there with a versatile fighter, a boxer, I think he gonna have a lot of trouble.
Yeah, me too. Yup. Yeah, he is tough and got a lot of heart and tough. But he do. Yeah, I kind of agree with exactly what you just said.
Yeah, he's unorthodox. He drops his hands and. He gets hit too much, and it's like he made too many mistakes on offense. Yeah. So, but when I'm like you, man, when Leo got himself in the corner, and the thing that surprised me because his brother had just told him, man, you just got to survive 2 more rounds. Let's get him into 2 more rounds and get him to start the fade. Just survive to 2 more rounds. And when he backed himself in the corner, I'm like, he's in his own corner. I know he could hear his father and his brother, and he threw it, and it was like fool's gold, right? He couldn't help himself like Amir Khan. He landed the first right hand, the second one grazed, and he couldn't help himself but to go for the third one.
Yeah.
I'm like, first of all, he shouldn't allow himself to be backed into that corner with Tank anyway. Once he felt his back in the corner, he should have been looking to tie up or get out of there anyway. But he was he got hurt a couple of times in that round, and it was like he was trying to, show his machismo, that he could still trade with him. And that worked. That was a brutal knockout.
When I seen the fight turn, man, it was one of the middle, like the third, the fourth maybe, when he started getting hit to the body.
Yeah.
And I didn't see Leo punch almost for a round. I said, oh, it's over with. Tank got him now.
Yep. And I know exactly what you're talking about because, and remember, at that point, Tank just started going high guard and walking him down.
Yeah, he started walking him down. He said, okay, I got him. You know, he started putting him in the body, and it was over with when he backed Leo up. Leo can't fight going backwards.
Yeah. And I rewatched it, right? It's funny you said that because I rewatched it on YouTube the other day. And just like you said, when Tank caught him in the body, Floyd was yelling at him. And you could see Tank look over and say, I got him. He looked he moved his high guard. He looked and said, I got him. And then he put his like he was telling him like, I got him. And then right after that, he went to the corner and Coach Calvin was saying something. And he said, calm down, I got him. Calm down, I got him. Yeah, that's what Tank said. Yeah, he knew. And then in the 6th round, he just came out just high guard and just walked him down. I said, man, yeah, he saw at that point there was something in the fight, something that happened, and he was like, yeah, he ain't gonna be much longer now.
Oh yeah, it was a vicious knockout for sure.
Oh, for sure. Go ahead, Kurt. What you got for him?
Yeah, I was just gonna tell Mickey. I just thought going into the fight because I picked Tank in 8. That Leo Santa Cruz, I've been following him. He just got a lot of bad habits. A tall fighter, hunched over, his face in front of his lead knee. I thought Tank uppercut would be the downfall in the body shots. He just wasn't strong enough. You need a fighter with rhythmic and perpetual motion, an athletic fighter to neutralize Tank, Teofimo, and Ryan Garcia. Somebody with good footwork and somebody who has a natural athletic ability. And I felt that Leo didn't possess that, and it was a knockout waiting to happen.
Wait, hold on. You used to fight or what? That was a good breakdown.
Hey, Bay, he a historian, man.
Oh, you're a historian because you said something that, you know, a lot of people, you know, wouldn't really caught on to about, you know, his head being over the knee, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I agree with you. You got to know how to box to beat Tank. Like you really not beating him. Nobody's gonna beat him. Even a good boxer got to be crafty and fight him a certain way to beat him. Like with that kind of fight, yeah, you ain't gonna have no success with Tank. You better be in tip-top shape and be able to box all 12 rounds and be real crafty because Tank can box too. You know, he the aggressor. I mean, Tank really want to knock out, but he could box as well. He just don't move too good. And, you know, he don't throw, you know, he rely on a lot of power shots. He load up a whole lot. So you got to stay on your P's and Q's with him.
Mm-hmm. And I want to say this.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I want to say this, Mickey. The difference I see in Devin Haney is this: when he talking about Ryan Garcia and Teofimo and Tank. Teofimo got power, but I didn't like how he responded when Lomachenko was building momentum from 8 rounds to 11 rounds. He looked very uncomfortable when he was getting hit, but he has power. Tank has power. He loads up a lot, and Ryan Garcia leaves his chin up in the air, but he has a good left hook. But the difference with Haney is this: I see more natural athletic ability from a fighter who's big, lengthy, but has a rhythmic and perpetual motion and footwork. That's the key here. I feel Haney can neutralize power punches, especially a short fighter like Tank, because he won't let him get close. And Teofimo defense is not what it's supposed to be. Do you see that same thing? Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's accurate. Ryan definitely, to me, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing this fight in December. From what I saw, he seemed to be lead behind the pack when it come to those names. I think that he got a good fan base and a big name, but I don't see him in their league. But you know, I'm gonna see what he really got in December. But yeah, Devin, his movement is crazy. His legs is just sick. Like I'm talking about more than he even have to use. Like, I mean, Dave can move the whole fight if he want to without getting tired, without it being running too as well. So, but the way that Dave boxed, man, like he would have boxed both of their socks off that night. Teofimo and Lomachenko. I was looking at that, and I'm like, man, you would have boxed both of their ears off. He would have pitched the shutout.
Well, it's not a mistake that, see, Lomachenko was calling out Tank then because he thought psychologically Tank wouldn't be ready. But when Haney called out Lomachenko, Lomachenko didn't say nothing because he saw the athleticism and the rhythmic and perpetual motion. If you notice, I use those words a lot because when you look at the great fighters from the past, the Leonards and the Robinsons and the Pernell Whitakers and the Mayweather, they had that in common, a rhythmic and perpetual motion where you could neutralize your opponent by good footwork and athleticism. So he knew that fighters can pick up on certain things that certain fighters can do well, and he knew it would be a bad matchup fighting Devin Haney. That's why he didn't say anything.
Oh, 1,000%. We wanted him. We was training for him earlier this year. Like, Devin was hoping that he was going to take it. We was literally like training for him. We had the game plan and everything. And you know, when it didn't happen, they elevated his status and all of that. I'm like, man, you know, too bad, because Devin was saying he wanted to be on the pound for pound list. He knew by beating him, it would have done that. But everybody thought we was just bluffing and all of that. But we saw even more than what Teofimo did with him. We saw that. We saw the where we can beat him.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it with Teofimo. Like, he tailor-made for Devin. Great fight for the fans, but I mean, tailor-made for Devin Haney.
My salute to my brother Taquan Savage in the super chat once again. He said Teofimo Lopez is scared of Devin Haney. Big Wally, he said salute for the content. Salute to you, Big Wally. Yeah. Now, let me just say this, right? Because you know, a lot of people, man, they get on me, man. Oh, I'm just, you know, a fanning for Devin Haney, man. Aside from, you know, all of that, man, it's just what I see, right? Like Kurt said, I just see the versatility, right? And that versatility, you know, just puts me in the mindset of Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard. That's what I see, right? You know, obviously everybody's gonna say, hey, who did he fight? Who did he fight? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the potential.
Here's the thing: Devin is just turned. Devin was 20 last time. He's 21. Who could he have possibly have fought at this young? This is where it starts.
Right.
He's getting ready to build his name, starting with Gamboa.
Right.
And he did fight former champions before. I mean, he fought some tough little fighters, but I'm saying he's so young that they expect for him to have who did Floyd fight at 21? Who did De La Hoya fight at 21? Who did any of these guys fight at 21? Who did Leonard fight at 21?
Right. Right. That and so when I say it's the talent I'm looking at.
Yep.
I'm looking at
compared to Leonard. Honestly, that's who I see him closest. He got his own style, but what I see in his feet, the way he moves, his combinations, and the mean, he mean. Like, he a boxer, but Devin is real mean. Like, he want to finish you.
Right.
Like, Devin gonna finish you off. So he remind me a lot of Ray Leonard. You know, he got the work ethic and a lot of the teachings, you know, he got, you know, under training with Floyd Mayweather Sr. for a while. So it's similarities there too. But like all around, Leonard is the closest guy that I can, you know, if I had to make a comparison, that's all the way good. They, like, you know, got the same frame and everything.
That's what I said. I said he puts me in the mindset of Sugar Ray Leonard with a hint of Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, 1,000%.
You know, and when I pick him, first of all, I always say this: they all have super talent, right? I said that, you know, there's only 3 people I feel like can beat Gervonta Tank Davis. I feel like it's Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Gervonta Tank Davis himself, because I feel like he getting his own way.
That's a good, because I was waiting to see who was number 3.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
But that's a good answer though, because it seemed like, man, hopefully he can stay focused, and I would love to see him and Shakur fight. That'd be an excellent fight. That'd be a real good fight. I even wanted to see him. I've been giving him thought that he can beat Lomachenko Tank if he is in top shape.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I always thought that. Even him versus Tio. Of course, I'm gonna say Devin, but outside of that, him and Tio will be a good fight. You got a nice little round robin they can have around that weight.
Right. And so, the thing is, Hassan 82 has said Floyd Mayweather fought Janero Hernandez at 21 to become champion. And he was the underdog in that fight. And everybody thought that Floyd and everybody was making a mistake by putting him in there with Janero Hernandez. So, yes, he was victorious against Janero Hernandez, but nobody thought he was going to win. And everybody thought that they was making a huge mistake by even putting him in there with Janero Hernandez. So, he won, but everybody thought it was a mistake. So that just goes to show you the level of what everybody thought about Floyd Mayweather at 21.
Because, who did he fight before that? Because that's what they're going to say about Devin.
Right.
He can fight a big fight next, but everybody will say, who did he fight? So who did he fight before Janero?
Right. And he's saying, we babying Haney. How you babying somebody that was trying to fight Lomachenko and Lomachenko didn't want to fight him? How you babying him do what? He trying to fight Tank, and Tank said that he's just clout chasing.
Man,
like, you're not making no sense.
We tried to fight Fortuna, Luke Campbell, Ryan Garcia. I'm just hoping somebody step up to the plate after this fight. I'm hoping Teofimo don't go to 140 yet. And I hope that him and Devin fight at lightweight. Right.
He got in the ring with first of all, we wasn't using age. We was just first of all, he got in the ring with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia said he ain't want no fight with him till last. He keeps calling out Tank, and Tank said he's just capping. He's not addressing it. He's still
we tried to make that.
Right. And then right now, after Tank beat Leo, when they asked Floyd about him fighting Devin, Floyd took the mic. They asked Tank, and Floyd took the mic and said, "Oh, why y'all asking about who he fight next and give him time to rest and all this?" So what are you talking about?
100%. Like, listen, right. People only seeing the beginning of Devin Haney. I mean, he's young. Believe me, by the time he's 25, he gonna have an extensive resume.
Yeah, man. So for now, he didn't struck my nerve, man. They so go ahead, Kurt.
I want to say this. Boxing is the type of sport that a lot of people, if you don't know it, it's going to make yourself look like an idiot. When you have a young fighter in Devin Haney, or any fighter for that matter, you look at them like Mickey said. Who do they fight at a certain age? You have to nurture and coddle a talent like that, and you have to gradually move them up. Is a way you move a fighter. That's it. That's just the nature of the sport. Look at Fernando Vargas. They try to rush him, and look at his career. It crashed and burned when he was young and he was a star, and they put him in, with certain fighters, and he wasn't ready, and he was never the same fighter. And his career crashed and burned. So you have to move a fighter accordingly. And people just don't understand that every fight can't be a killer, so you move them up. Now you got certain people behind them that will throw their fighter in the water. Either he's going to sink or swim, so, that's how you move a guy who has talent. You just don't put him in the ring with anybody, even though, his handlers may think he can beat that person. You still have to move him up gradually up the ladder.
Exactly.
Yeah, we try to fight everybody anyway, so they should be getting asked why they won't fight Devin. Like, after this fight, it's gonna be the same thing.
Right. He tried to fight him. Lomachenko clearly avoided him. That he was top 3 on everybody's pound for pound list, and Lomachenko did everything but outright come out and say, "I don't want to fight Devin Haney." So I don't understand what people like. What are you talking about? He actually be franchised not to fight Devin Haney. Like, what are we
y'all
talking
see
about here?
Saturday, Devin is going to see all these other people don't want to call fighters out. Oh, I'm going to let my promoter do this and that. And I don't know. We'll see, man. Devin going to say, I want Teofimo or one of them. Like,
right. He just said it today at the press conference.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's who Devin want. Devin want that cat next.
Right.
Or he'd fight Ryan, the winner of his fight. Ryan and Luke Campbell, anybody.
He just said today, he said he was asked about Lomachenko saying that now he'll fight him. And he said, well, he didn't want to make a mention. He didn't even acknowledge me, act like I didn't exist when I was his mandatory. Right. Now I want to fight Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, exactly. He want the winner.
Right.
Like, he could be a bully and go ahead and end Lomachenko off.
Right.
But he want the winner of the fight.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get people's perspective. But now, how do you see a fight? Now, one thing I saw in the fight, and this is obviously I'm nitpicking here, but I saw when Leo was landing the left hook on Tank. And I know that they want to make the fight between Tank and Ryan Garcia. Should Ryan Garcia get past Luke Campbell? But Ryan Garcia got a quick, fast, strong, powerful left hook, and he big. I don't think Tank could keep allowing that punch to land on him from Ryan Garcia if he could get it off.
Yeah, right. You know what? I gotta be fair and watch Ryan Garcia fight next. And I've just seen a lot of his highlights.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I saw, I mean, it did look like he had a quick hook in it, but behind that, I didn't see a whole lot. Like, they don't look like he'd be able to take what Tank can bring, but I'm gonna watch him next month and see what he really got.
Mm-hmm.
I would pick Tank to win, but
I'm picking Tank to win.
I think Tank will stop him, but
yeah, I'm definitely
he'd go the distance with I don't think he'd go the distance with Tank, but I'm gonna check him out next month.
Yeah, I definitely don't see him beating Tank because he's there. He's gonna be Tank ain't got to work to find him. He's gonna be right there.
Yeah, I see him stopping. Ryan.
And the fact that Ryan Garcia, he's very he's big, he's long, but he stands straight up. So he gonna give Tank his body.
Oh, 1,000%. So yeah, I would pick Tank to win that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's see if he beat Luke. I got that a 50-50 fight.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a difficult fight. I think I just don't like how Luke Campbell respond when he get hit.
Oh yeah. So Ryan probably beat him, but I think it's gonna be competitive.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Kurt.
Well, talk about Ryan Garcia. He has a good left hook, but his problems are on defense. I don't like the way he leaves his chin up in the air like a lantern in a storm. That's a no-no when you fighting a short fighter like Tank. That is an absolute no-no. I'm not crazy about Garcia. I do respect his left hook, so we have to see what happened with Luke Campbell. And that's a good point, Blue. I don't like fighters when they get hit, they look uncomfortable, and it's a psychological thing. They don't know what to do. You can hit certain fighters, and they can be poker face, and you wouldn't even know it. But Luke Campbell and that fight being in the United States, I think that's going to help Ryan Garcia. If it was in England, then I would say it was a 50-50 fight with Campbell. I expect Ryan Garcia to beat Luke Campbell, and I hope everybody fight each other. The Fantastic Four, I call it. With Haney, Garcia, Lopez, and
hey, Kurt, you sound like a robot.
Oh, okay. I thought that was just good.
No, no, that's no. You sound worse now.
Where are they fighting at? What city are they fighting in? Ryan and Campbell.
I don't even know.
Sure they fight in California.
I think it's gonna be in California, but I'm not sure exactly where it's at. I don't think they secured a venue like that yet.
I just hope one of them step up and fight Devin. The Devin, all these dudes they don't want to fight him.
Yeah, the winner of that fight is the mandatory.
Yeah, they gonna find a way out.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try to get a good, the best possible opponent we can get next. But these guys don't want to fight Devin.
And I see the WBC came out and they stated that Now Teofimo has to go through Dev to be undisputed. So they now they just they're going back on their own and saying that the franchise belt is just that, a special belt. It's not official WBC belt. So he got to go through Dev anyway.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it sounds good, but we don't know if his promoters and stuff gonna put him in there with Devin.
And I saw Teofimo yesterday, and he said that I saw him on something. He said that he's waiting. He's waiting to see what happened with Dev because that's the fight he really wants. So he's gonna be locked in watching this fight. So hopefully, he stayed true to that, and that's the fight we get.
Yeah, hopefully so, because I know Devin to fight him, so that's the fight that Devin wants. So, I mean, it can happen early next year sometime. First quarter of next year.
What's the biggest takeaway y'all had to take? Had the biggest caution for you going into this Gamboa fight? Is it his power? Is it experience?
You said the biggest question?
Yeah, the biggest concern you would have going into this fight, if any.
Just him trying to survive, trying to use his experience to go to 12 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But we did everything in camp that you could possibly do. Like we prepared for anything. And like you asked me earlier, we prepared for the best Gamboa that did fight Crawford and those guys. So we prepared for anything that he can possibly bring. We definitely not underestimating him, but Devin just gonna have too much for him.
Now I saw in an interview he did early in the media day, he said that since there's so many big fights here, he wanted to stick around 35. But physically, just looking at him, you can see the growth every day. So physically, is it hard for him? And realistically, how long do you see him at 135?
Honestly, it haven't been hard. Just he went on the diet this camp, so it haven't been too hard. Devin is right on weight. Pretty much right now. So I definitely see him. I think he can definitely get a couple more fights in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So if Teo, if he can still make it and he want to fight, Dev would definitely be there for that. He can definitely make it easy next year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Kurt. You there? Kurt? Oh, I think he dropped off again. Yeah, so I see you guys training down there, man. How's the weather down there?
It was good, but then it must have been a hurricane somewhere in the islands because one day it just got real windy and the weather was crazy. But it's pretty good though. It's warm. It's warm. It's way more humid than Vegas, but it's
can you hear me, Blue?
It's in the 80s.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Kurt.
Can't go outside anyway, so we stuck anyway.
Salute to Charles Edward Cheese, man. Came through dropping $200 on us, man. He said, man. Blue Blood, love the content, showing support, man. Salute to you, man. Come through showing love, man. Man, that's love right there, man. Salute to you, man.
Deserve it, man. I'm sure.
I appreciate you.
He probably got a T-bone steak in front of him. He probably got he enjoying this with his dinner. So, you putting some good content together. He probably come home, take his shoes off, put his dinner on the table, and turn Blue Blood Sports on. He's getting a good show. So you earned it.
Oh man, I appreciate you, babe, man. For real, for real. But go ahead, Kurt. Now you can ask him. We can hear you better now.
Oh no, man. My device is bugging out, man.
Yeah, I was about to say you still sound like a robot.
Go ahead, ask something, man. I'm gonna switch devices.
Okay. Yeah, man. So now what is it like? dealing with the app, man. You know, everybody complains that, you know, they don't like it on their phone, they don't like it on the app, man.
Right.
I personally am one, and I just love the sport of boxing, so I'm gonna watch it anywhere. You know, I got the DAZN app, I got ESPN Plus app, I got Showtime, HBO, you know, I got it all, man, because I love the sport of boxing first. You know what I mean? And so, this is something new. And I think every time we have something new, you introduce something new to the sport of boxing, to any sport this is a sport, you know, that outdates pretty much almost every sport outside of baseball, right?
Definitely.
And so, you know, people don't like change. You know what I mean? We like convenience. We like the norm, you know, for us to sit there and be able to just click on, you know, you sit on your couch and turn on the TV, man. You know, now there's so many different avenues. You know, you got DAZN, you got ESPN Plus. Like, I completely missed the Nui fight. I completely missed it because I'm sitting there waiting, looking at ESPN, and forgot it was coming on the ESPN Plus app. So I missed the fight in its entirety, man. But you know, just for you, you know, you're a historian in the sport like Curtis, man. How was it for you, man?
What, the fight being on what?
On apps and, you know, yeah.
It's like you said, man, if it's a good matchup and a good fighter fight, you're gonna find a way to watch it regardless. You know, so you know it's not a big deal to me as long as it's a good fighter fighting or a good matchup. I'm gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like watching, you know, mismatches or fights to where a guy won't perform, even if it's against a mediocre performance. They just gonna, you know, not really handle them like they should at least. But other than that, I like good matchups and good top level fighters. Watching them perform, I'm gonna watch it on whatever it's on.
Right. And let me ask you about this, right? Because I had an issue with this when ESPN and Ring Magazine, they released their pound for pound list, even though it's mythical. Man, I'm looking at the list and I'm like, come on, man. For one, it was created for non-heavyweights. They snuck Tyson Fury in there at number 8, you know, and to have Lomachenko at 5 and 6, it's like, to me, it's like, come on, and don't have Jamal.
They still got him there.
Yeah, they have
after the loss.
They have number 1. They have Terrence Crawford at 1. Then they have a new Canelo at 2. Then they have Inui at 3. I'm like, at 3. Then they got Errol Spence at 4. Errol Spence. Then they got Tio at 5. Then they got Lomachenko at 6. At 7, I believe it's Oleksandr Usyk. At 8 is Tyson Fury. 9, I believe, is Estrada or Triple G. They reversible. I think Triple G might be 9 and Estrada's at 10. But I'm like, how do you not have Jamel and Jamal Charlo on the list, but you have Triple G still on there, and you have Lomachenko, who now Lomachenko has a loss to Orlando Salido, who has 14 losses and 2 draws.
Right.
And then he just lost to essentially a kid that's 23 with 15 fights.
Yeah, I would take him off the list. Lomachenko, I'll put Pacquiao over him.
Right. And Manny Pacquiao's not even on the list, and he just beat Keith Thurman.
Yeah, he beat him convincingly. I'll put Pacquiao on the list.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't have Lomachenko on the list anymore.
And Estrada got losses on his record. He lost to Chocolate. So how Jamel Charlo is now the only loss on his resume. He avenged it, Tony Harrison. Right. He unified it, probably arguably the toughest division in boxing. He's only one fight. Yeah. He should be on that list.
I hope that they match him with, you know, hopefully he can fight a guy like Canelo or Triple G.
And that's not going to happen because.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah. So it's like, to me, it's like, man, they can't even get in the top 10. How you got the list was created for Sugar Ray Robinson because they wanted to, you know, we know as the heavyweight division goes, so goes the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? So it's like they in a class of their own. You know what I mean? So I don't want to say they don't count, but they don't count. You know what I mean? You can't put them on this list because the best heavyweight in the world obviously is could dominate the sport at that point. Like Tyson Fury is 6'9", 270 pounds. If you consider him the best heavyweight in the world, then who could beat him outside of another heavyweight? So if that's the case, then you have to just keep adding heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? So this is why they shouldn't. That's why they created for Sugar Ray Robinson. But yet you sneak him on, over Jamel Charlo.
Yeah, it's more of a business thing. It's more of a business thing, but yeah, I don't see why, a guy like Pacquiao would be in there.
Right. And how do you have I love Inouye, but how do you have him over Errol Spence?
Yeah, he shouldn't be over Spence.
No. Errol Spence he went to the UK, beat Kell Brook, even though Kell Brook was injured before, in the Triple G fight. But he went to the UK and beat Kell Brook for the IBF belt. He beat Mikey Garcia, and he beat Sean Porter. Now he's fighting. How could that be possible? Like that level of competition. Then, and we're not even talking about the other guys that he fought, like the Lamont Petersons, and stopped him and stopped Chris Algieri. Pacquiao dropped Chris Algieri 6 times, 7 times, just couldn't stop him.
Yeah.
And Errol dog walks him. Like, I don't understand their method. Salute to the Jughead 76. He said, "Love and respect to you, Blue Blood, and my FBA family. I was the Jughead 77. Love from the UK, bro. Salute to the UK." Yeah, go ahead, Kurt. You there? You back?
Yeah, I think living by Newark International Airport got something to do with my signal. But they want certain fighters to do all the heavy lifting. If you know what I mean, they'll move the goalposts. We got to do 5 times more than the other fighters, man. This been going on for a very long time. Jamel Charlo should be in the top 10, getting his title back and knocking out Jason Rosario. So, it should be, we should have more fighters in the top 10, but you know how that go, man. Inouye, number 3. And you watch what I tell you. If Terrence Crawford doesn't look that good against Kell Brook, they're going to move him down and they're going to put Inouye at number 1 because that's their new guy, the way they were sounding. And every time he throw a punch, Tim Bradley was like, wow, 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 wow. I'm like, he ain't doing nothing. I mean, the punches weren't landing, but that's the new sexy pick on ESPN. Inouye.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Well, go ahead, Kurt. I know you had some more questions before we let him get up out of here.
Yeah, Mickey Bay, man. Devin Haney. Do you have a prediction? You think it's going the distance, or do you think Devin Haney is going to stop Yuriorkis Gamboa?
Yeah, I think he'll stop him. I don't think it'll go the distance. Yeah, I think Devin Haney pick him apart. Put a clinic on, pitch a shutout the first few rounds, and after that, he gonna start, making it ugly. It could possibly end in the 3rd or 5th round, or even earlier. But I don't see it going the full 12. I could even see Gamboa's quitting on the stool, or his corner throwing the towel in after they see that Haney is too much for him.
Well, all right, champ. I'm gonna let you get up out of here because I got a meeting to attend to anyway.
Okay.
And man, I can't wait for Saturday, champ. Man, can't wait, man.
Oh yeah, man. We'll talk after the fight.
Oh, for sure.
All right, y'all. Thanks for having me on.
All right, champ. I appreciate you.
Okay.
All right.
Take care, Mickey Bay, man.
Right.
Good talking to you.
Thanks for having me.
No doubt. All right, Kurt, man, close us out. I forgot I had a meeting at 6:30, man.
Yeah, excuse my signal, man. I'm 5 minutes away from the airport. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but great interview with Mickey Bay, man. I love talking to Mickey Bay. Great job, Blue, man. Once again, thank you, chat, for spending time with us. And Saturday, don't forget, we got a card in a little while tonight on FS1. I forgot who's Christian Deloach is fighting, but we got some boxing tonight, so enjoy it and, have a good night. Blue, man, I'm going to let you get to your meeting. My name is Kurt Sugar, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Salute to my brother Taquan Savage, Charles Edwards Cheese. Salute to everybody coming through, Dahlia Antoinette, everybody to come through, showing your boy Blue loves, supporting us in the super chat. I appreciate y'all 1,000%. And tomorrow we're going to have on another special guest. So just tune in tomorrow night, and we're going to have on another special guest. We're going to make it happen. So salute to each and every one of y'all. I appreciate y'all. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.